Yeah, another side of the galaxy. Welcome to the August finals for Soulcalibur 6 here at the PlayStation 4 Open Tournaments. I am Katana Prime alongside my good buddy from across the country, Ebonic Plague. How are things, my brother?
Things are going well, and they always go well on any day with some Caliber, my man. And I know you love some Caliber. We're about to get some of the cream of the crop there for the EU side, and we're going to see what they're going to be playing for today here in the prize pool. So, first place is going to be walking away with $400. Second place going to be walking away with $300. Third place, $200. And fourth place, $100. All from the comfort of their own chair, in their pajamas, at their house. They ain't got to do nothing but play the game.
Pajamas might be a bit extra. Who knows? They might be wearing a little less. But speaking of that, this has been just fantastic domination from start to finish. Keeve at the top seed, top player, top everything you can imagine. But you have an additional 15 players in here who are all looking to take their slice of that pie all for free. What do you think, man? It's early, but there's a lot of games to be played.
Yeah, I mean, Keeve is obviously the person to look at, right? But like we do have the people that have qualified for this finals are playing in this, going to be bringing their A game to be able to try and stop this man. And hey, it's not like somebody like Rufus, couldn't do it. Met Keeve in the finals of each time, right? But let's talk about what they could possibly do to defeat Keeve here in the keys to victory.
So, I mean, here's my thing, right? This is a single elimination tournament, right? 2 out of 3 sets. There isn't much time to kind of feel your opponent out. So why not? Be volatile. Throw strategy out the window. Just believe in yourself. Make the read. Do the thing. And do not allow your opponents the chance to adapt. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Hey, you can make it really difficult for them to adapt if you use that meter, with the soul charge, unique mechanic for each character. It's gonna allow you to do some crazy stuff that maybe they don't even know about, right? Like you can just get in there, be as volatile as possible. If they're like, wait, they can do that now because they use the meter? What? I didn't even know.
All right. Well, volatile or not, meter usage depending on how our players play. Let's just check it out. Predictions wise, Ebonic, we have the statistics every week. August 7th, the 13th, the 20th, the 27th. First place, the same man, Keeve. I'm assuming you're taking him?
Yeah, that is definitely my prediction. It's going to be real hard to stop him. I'm not even sure how many games he's going to lose, if one. Like, honestly.
You know what? I'm a real man, all right? I'm going to take the field. All right, you know what?
Okay.
I don't have to pick anyone in particular since we have complete domination. Just give me everybody else. Rufus, this is the week you can shine through, or my personal favorite. You already know who I'm rooting for here. It's going to be Flow Sig, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
It's a journey, and this is the beginning steps, all right, of the final.
That's right. Yeah, you're a 2B man, so I see that flow on your
just a little bit
on your wall.
Just a little bit. If you want to add A2 as well, no one's gonna complain. Just do the thing, Yoko Taro. Just have him call who he needs to call, and yeah, we can all be happy. Robots.
Hey, I mean, if you want to be KP's favorite or maybe even my favorite, you guys can join the next set of PS4 Tournaments Open Series by going to compete.playstation.com. And you can't join this one, obviously. It's currently going on, but you'll be able to get in the next one. These are weekly tournaments, finals every month, and there's a prize pool every month, and even the winners of the weeklies get PS4 themes and things like that. So gotta be on the lookout.
The best part about this is no charge to you, all for free. You can also join directly from your PlayStation dashboard. So if you think you have what it takes and you're in one of the eligible regions, make sure you sign up. And baby steps, right? In order to win, you must first enter, and maybe we'll see you on one of these future broadcasts.
That's right. Yeah. So we're going to be lining up these matches left and right. We've got quite a bit to go through today, KP. I know you're twirling your mustache in anticipation.
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready.
Hey, I mean, I don't blame you. We all love Caliber here. Caliber's been just on the up as of recent, right? Like, it has been... we just got our newest character, Setsuka, right? We've still got another character on the way, possibly for season 2, I do believe, right? So there's only good things to come for the game. Setsuka, though, I'm just gonna touch on a little bit before we get into this next match. She's you know, she didn't come in until Soulcalibur 3, but she was one of the higher execution characters, right? So she's definitely one of those ones where you're like, if I'm somebody who wants to do the hard stuff, Setsuka's my girl.
Yeah, I mean, you want the rewarding stuff as well, right? Upon her release, let's just say my timelines were a bit more opinionated as she came out to consider to be a strong character early on, and people just trying to see how the evolution works. It always happens. A new character comes out. Everyone does their best to try to break it down and place them in a category of what they do and how strong they are and how they match up against the current, perceived top tier of the bunch. So Setsuka seems to be fitting in nicely, and it'll be great. My favorite thing about Calibur since I walked in the door has been the character variety, especially on the tournament side. Whether you're new to the title or you've played Soulcalibur 2, because every single real gamer has played Soulcalibur 2, it's easy to get in, easy to get back into, and you can basically pick who you want to play and really have fun with it, even in a tournament setting.
Yeah. As of recent, especially the character diversity has been much higher, and there's been a lot of debate about like who is the strongest, right? And when there's a lot of debate about who's the strongest in the game, it's a good thing because people can't agree on who's the strongest, meaning that there's multiple characters that are super good. Currently, right now, it is agreed upon that everybody has the tools to win, and that's a really good thing. That's really healthy for the game. So
yeah, the beautiful thing about that. Yeah, all those tools are readily available to every player in the game as we get into our first match here. This is FlowSync. All right, this is my guy right here. You understand?
Okay,
say FlowSync.
Talk to him. Tell me.
What character do you main? 2B. Why does FlowSync play 2B? Because I love Nier, and I've never had a character crisis. It gets no better than that. Who looks at a fighting game roster, says, that one? And just never has to think about it ever again. So shout out to you, FlowSync. I'm definitely pulling, but the opponent has their opportunity to take them out as well. And while we talk about which character is the best, it's rarely an opinion on what player is the best, because this is why we have tournaments. To the winner goes the spoils.
Yeah, that's right. So I want to talk a little bit about Fanly on the other side. Fanly is Fanly Jr. as their tag, because their brother used to go by Fanly before in Soulcalibur 5, and now Fanly Jr. is continuing on the legacy, is the storyline for them.
So not only a legacy game, but you have a legacy family carrying the nunchucks right across. Yeah. This should be close. Yeah, one more mix up here. You're in ring out territory, but this is 2B. There's nothing honest about her. Wake up, baby. You just gotta watch from every angle, all type of swords. I played Nier Automata. It was fantastic, and just seeing her brought to life is still just a joy every now and then. I have an extra affinity for her, but Fanly cares nothing about that. All right, my family runs deeper than your game franchise as Maxi takes the first round here.
Yeah, gonna be brought to death rather than brought to life through that, as we were already at 7-star Severance for Fanly, which is the unique mechanic to Maxi, meaning he is going to have powered up moves left and right. However, FlowSync probably looking for those, right? Looking for the guard impacts, looking for the resist impacts and things like that. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of backing off right there.
Yeah, really unfortunate situation there. Able to get the sidestep early on, looking for the big launch. Of course, why not go for the Grand Slam early? But those shin kicks coming out from Maxi, just gonna tap the legs a little bit. As flowing as her dress is, it's not enough. As Maxi taking a commanding 2-round lead here in game 1. Remember, single elimination tournament, 2 out of 3 in the reversal edge. I can't speak.
Oof. Well, I mean, it's hard to speak when you're watching your one of your favorite players get beat up right now, because Fanly taking that reversal edge and the guard bar is cranked up to red, meaning blocking the wrong move could get the guard broken, and Fanly could maybe even run away with it. Okay, goes to the low right here.
And you respect your own keys to victory, as we see FlowSync using that meter. That was a very effective soul charge. All right, you just don't worry about us. All right, it's all good on this side of the planet that exists.
Hey, no, you're right. Exactly, using the meter. Ooh, with the counter right there.
Beautiful parries in there. Yep, we don't want anything doing with your up close mix-ups. Whip punish, gets the stagger, follow up towards the wall, dunks. No lockouts here for 2B. Instead, gonna keep going, but the read on the GI. Instead, it's gonna eat 2 lethals in a combo. Yo,
oh, God.
Are you showing out?
Oh, it hurts KP. So the changes to Heaven's Guard, which activated that resist impact, actually ended up making it not work versus the soul charge right there. So normally resist impact is the only thing that'll blow back a soul charge like that, right? But in the most recent patch, they made it so that there's a lot less frames on that version for Maxi. So
you know what's crazy? You literally spoke about that 2 minutes before the broadcast. I'm gonna blame you, all right? Let's keep it going. In desperation mode now is gonna pop that bar. And just trying to play this is nice pickup. Oh, and the unfortunate whiff. Not taken advantage of by Fanly, though. Leaving the door open. This may be curtains for game one. No, here's the pickup. One read and a dream. Patience, sidestep, rushes in, going for the low. No,
nice backdashes right there. The sidestep, and then there's the punish to finish it off. Game one to Fanly, and that could have gone either way. So close, but great movement there from Fanly to be able to check that out.
Wait. That was just like the first game. We are not supposed to get into the high drama situations until later, but it seems a chunk of that 400 and an opportunity to take out Keeve is all on the line here in the August final, right? This is the monthly final. You're going to see if somebody's going to rise above. And FlowSync, although down 1-0, it's all love, right? Very, very close game. There's no reason to rethink your strategy. It's just small mistakes here and there. If it's 3-2, literally last read, it's just a simple reality of your opponent outplaying you in a clutch situation. So all you have to do is dial back, analyze what just happened, and go at it again. This is FlowSync's last chance. Again, heavy emphasis on the single elimination. I can only imagine the heart rate. Can we get a heart rate monitor? Yo, FlowSync, I want to plug in right now and see what's going on over there because I feel for you. Here we go though. Game 2, Maxi versus 2B.
Yeah, it's on a bit of a smaller stage right here, but ring outs weren't exactly into play last time, so I'm not sure that the wall is going to be a huge deal this time. Okay, Duck Center. Wow, stops him before the bubble comes out. Yeah, that bubble can be really annoying to deal with. It does a lot of guard damage, right? And if it hits, it's pretty devastating, I'd say. Okay.
Oh, okay, another counter. Doesn't follow up. Just trying to get into safety range. I'm surprised with the amount of startup on that move. He was able to get the hip. FlowSync right on cue with the follow-up and securing that round. That's a good confidence booster. Now, Soulcalibur is, 3 out of 5 rounds, but coming after a clutch loss, able to hold it out and not choke away that round has to do wonders for his confidence, and I like to see the follow-up. But Maxi caring about none of that. Another lethal hit launched over the back. Mix up opportunity on the ground. Double counter.
Ooh, which makes it unblockable, by the way. But one thing I gotta note, though, is I cannot believe Fanly already has 7 stars again, and we're only in the second round. Like, that's incredible. So if you don't know, to get 7 stars, you have to do all 7 different stances, right? Like, you have to set it up.
I mean, and I like the strategy. The thing is, I don't know if Fanly's going directly for damage. If anything, he's setting up the stances as a priority to unlock basically the max potential of Maxi's 2-0 kit. But you should have to block like anybody else. Beautiful sidestep, gets to follow up onto the corner. Watch your legs.
Okay, Soul Charge is going to be able to knock him down. Use your meter, right? Oh, doesn't care about it, though.
Yeah, absolutely not. I talked about that volatile playstyle. Who cares? Make the reads, baby. And now Fanly is 1 round away from sending FlowSync into spectator mode. Good whiff punish, though. Let's see if there's anything left in the bag. Consistent reads with those break attacks, trying to get the GIs. And you see FlowSync is slowing down on him. Tired of getting lethal hit for free, instead is going to let Fanly just open up offense from every angle.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that's also making the guard bar get kind of demolished right here. So that's why he's going back onto the offense right here. Oh, the big lethal hit. Okay, gets a little bit of damage out of it, but it's not going to kill. Soul Charge from Fanly. So now, oh, wow, yeah, hey, there's that disrespect you were talking about, huh? Guard break, though.
Yep, right on cue. Yeah, you mentioned it, and it came true. Ebonic, I don't know what your problem is today, but all of these predictions, all right? Staying alive, desperation mode, here's a few shots, and slapped right in between the pod protection. Having none of it, max range nunchuck, and Maxi with the emphatic elimination hit. Just, oh, $400? Yeah, I don't think so. Bow! Just to the face and demoralizing as 2B just sits gracefully, slapped. You are not welcome here anymore. And Fanly is going to carry it on for the legacy and for Maxi as 7 stars take a second step towards the grand final of the August monthly.
Yeah, that was definitely an incredible match right there from Fanly. Somehow, every game at the very beginning, just getting 7 stars almost immediately. You're definitely right about how the game plan was pretty much just about, hey, let's get the 7 stars, and then now my entire game plan is opened up. And then not only that, but just look at that movement right there. Sidestep the vertical, so he was able to get the kill.
Yeah, and I love that the most important part about Fanly's gameplay was not even the 7 stars, it was the patience. A lot of the times when FlowSync made a mistake, he would try to follow up with the GI or just a straight up counter, and he would read it every single time and just let it whiff and then punish it after. So taking the most opportunity of all of the damage presented to his plate, you gotta love it when you capitalize. And in every clutch situation, all of that damage added up. Just beautiful stuff as we see Fanly move on. Against Dark City, who has taken it 2-0 of a Hanya 90, making their way towards the second round to the round of 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to be rounding out the bracket as much as possible as we get more and more matches. Some of these are off stream, unfortunately. We can't, get all of them, but everything as soon as we get to that round of 8 will be on the stream, so we're going to be able to catch all of those. Obviously, we're just waiting to set up for the next set of matches here, but that was a real solid start, I gotta say. That was high octane immediately right off the bat. That I feel like that sets the pace.
Yeah, if you come out and your first game is 3-2 final round with FlowSync mounting a comeback, and then you just holding on, right, to set the pace, you get that first game of insurance, right? It's beautiful. Not only that your game plan reigns successful, but you also have an entire game to, I don't want to say throw away, right? Because nobody tries to lose. But in case your opponent makes the adaptation, that's even more data that you could put into the memory bank and apply in a final game where everything is now suddenly on the line. I'll tell you, man, single elimination, it gets the juices flowing where you don't have the time to make the mistake. You can't pick yourself up and say, oh, I'll run it back. It's over. So congratulations, but the path, it's not done yet. Keeve is still alive, and that monster is just ready to, I-12 it. And make things happen.
On the other side, though, we got up next is going to be one of the only people that has consistently placed similar to Keeve, which is going to be
Correct.
SP's Rufus. Rufus has placed second place for almost every week that they have entered, except for one in which I do believe it was Rafikito. I might be saying that wrong. I'm sorry. I do apologize. But where Rafikito took second over them and then forcing Rufus on to third on August 27th. So, very, very consistent player so far. Already, we've known Rufus in other EU tournaments to be very strong as well, so it's not like it's too big of a surprise. However, Keeve just looks so dominant, right? So, but week after week, $400 on the line, it's the finals. This is definitely the time to overthrow somebody, right?
Maybe this setup has been for dramatic value. Maybe Rufus has just been biding his time, just playing the ghost right now, just looking from afar. And all right, he's been collecting little weaknesses every week and then putting it together for the finale to strike Keeve down and everybody else in their path. Again, I'm taking the field, so I'm a bit on the optimistic side, but it ain't over until it's over. I definitely expect Rufus to go far, and we can definitely have some fun with that. Speaking of Rufus, man, just to get some insight to him. Rufus is definitely one of the funnier guys here.
Yeah.
Right? You look at. Hey, you want to do it? Or you want
No. Please, by all means, you got this. You got this one. You tell the people. You tell the people.
Nah, we can wait on it. Let's not hype him up first round.
Okay,
Let's let it go one at a time. Let's keep it focused on the competitors here, all right? And his opponent coming through with Taki. We got Taki versus Astaroth. Astaroth, definitely one of my favorite big bodies to watch in all of fighting games, right? I remember seeing the pre-release footage of this game and seeing his reversal edge vertical, which just launches you like out of the world. I was gonna say the country, but out of the world into orbit. You don't see it much, but when it lands and you get that sweet ring out, it has to be one of the most satisfying things in the history of life. But oh my God, just command grabs on deck. You have to be ready. So much mix-ups, so much fear when a grappler is next to you, and Asta definitely staying true to that grappler mantra.
Yeah, so one of the big problems, though, in this matchup in particular, you know, Astaroth versus Taki, is that Taki is a character who does, you know, pretty well up close. She has some pretty fast attacks, right, and some attacks that leave her at advantage. And Astaroth is quite slow, unfortunately, due to the nature of being a grappler. So it could be that there's some overwhelming offense, or, you know, D Now Nin could just start grappling their way to victory.
You know, people were like,
one.
how dare you like Taki's line of leave this place? I think it's amazing, all right? Leave her alone. I like how she just wants you to go because you're just not worthy. But Astaroth is going to sit wherever he wants to, as proven, and the duck right there gets the lethal hit on the follow-up. Guaranteed unblockable, and there's a launch read back-to-back. Yeah, and pop that meter. It's just, you have to, right? It's your last line of defense. But ninjas care nothing about that. Leave.
Jumping over it, hitting the horizontal after he was trying to step. No dice on that. Rufus seems to be ready for any situation at this point. Almost already on game 1 point. The guard bar is cranked, and I mean, yeah, Down In has to fight for his life right now as he's being pushed back. Okay, rolls out of the setup right there, but there's a lot of meter on deck. Oh, tried to grab him with the super, but no dice. As again, Rufus is ready for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Was also ready for Nick and Astaroth, who didn't really get a boost. You know, I heard that playing at home online in the comfort of your own pajamas would be an advantage, but not for Astaroth. All right, Taki's not dealing with any of it. She just moves around the stage freely, and the 15-year Soulcalibur veteran Rufus coming through, showing why, you know, he just does this. We asked Rufus why he plays, and Rufus's answer was real simple. It was, I need money. The end. No punctuation, no capitalization. Just, you know, I play money. You know, and the mindset hasn't changed. You know, how are you before the game? How are you? You know, mid-set, post. Smooth like an ocean breeze. Does that sound like Taki player dialogue? I don't know, but we're gonna give it to Rufus today because all of those second places and the money added up over the weeks is more than enough to justify this reasoning. And yeah, he enjoys Taki because of her wonderful assets and just as a character all around. But it's gonna meet an axe to the face. I'm not sure if that's gonna do anything in terms of momentum because Rufus is coming off of 3 straight rounds looking to capitalize it, and before I can finish the sentence, add a 4 on the board. All right, Ebonic, this is domination. You can have this one, boss. I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna twirl my mustache or something in the meantime.
Yeah, I really think the second down inn's able to get the what we like to call the vortex of grapples going on for Astaroth. It might be a little bit difficult for Rufus because, you know, you do have to guess which type of throw it is. In this game, you have to break the throw. It's either forward or back, right? And Astaroth has got a myriad of those throws, so you have to guess. And if that situation ever comes up, it might be really bad for Rufus. However, again, ready for everything, pretty much always hitting these launches. The reversal edge means absolutely nothing to Rufus. Is currently working on set point 2-0 right now. A lot of meter for Down In. I mean, maybe can make something happen due to that. Okay, spinning on it.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is the they forgot an online submission for online games done quick, as we like to welcome you to Soulcalibur 6. This is the ESL PlayStation Tournament round of top 16 speed run. This is 6 straight rounds from Taki, and
put some respect on it,
Astaroth having none of it. This is what I'm talking about. Please, we need him to wake up. Okay, so I see what was going on. Nin was like, you know what? I forgot what time the tournament was. I'm a little late. Here's a scoop. All right, the restand. There's the dump. More plus frames, and yeah, Nin says, all right, none of this. All right, I've had enough. Commentary needs to be on my side. Let me wake up.
Oh, big damage off that lethal hit right there. Got him up against the wall, too. It's pretty much Soul Charge or nothing. And I mean, yeah, Nin recognized that kind of situation. And Rufus was like, okay, you Soul Charged, I need to leave because I don't want to have to deal with the mix-up potential. And that's why Soul Charge also comes out right here. Use that meter. Oh, big damage here. Oh, God.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so it was a speed run. What happened was Rufus missed the strat, so he had to do the backup. You know how it was, the speed run and stuff. Anyway, that is a quick 6 rounds to 1 in favor of the Russian Taki main, who's just been doing this, putting on an absolute show. Tearing through the bracket right up until Keeve, for the most part, you know, averaging a second place finish. But here in the finale, $400 on the line as we take a look at the replays. You blink and you miss it. Look at the follow-up here. Astaroth, no amount of meter usage was going to help out, jumping right through and just catching him before he could even press the button. Counter hit seemed to be on the screen throughout the entirety of this quick set, and you just look at it, every single hit, counter, counter, run counter, counter, 3 hits, counter. I mean, you know, the guard button's your friend sometimes. Just not this time.
Yeah, the problem was he was guarding so much that he started to get red flashing guard gauge, so he started to want to press buttons and then just kept getting hit anyway, and it's just like, what are you supposed to do about it, right? But, you know, I gotta be real with you, the performance from Rufus throughout this match definitely makes me want to take a look at Rufus versus Keeve if that becomes a possibility in this bracket, because the way that Rufus was playing here, I mean, come on, man. Come on. That was so dominating.
You know, the funny part is if you take a look at the bracket, I see nothing but 2-0s across the board. This is we're not playing. People have showed up to the final with a vengeance and are just trying to eliminate everybody.
Yeah, so right now we're still rounding that out as we get through. We got Rufus versus Carlos 1542. We got Fanley versus Dark City, but we still got a couple of more matches that we have to get through just to be able to make that happen. And I mean, remember, guys, we can't stress this enough. Single elimination. You go big, you go home. If you don't go big, so it's real heart pounding situations. I got to be real with you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to test your mettle at this and see how your heart rate holds up, make sure you head on over to compete.playstation.com or just check it from your dashboard. Weekly events. You may be the next one here to scoop up some money, or you may have the volatile playstyle that, you know, sends your opponents home and, you know, you receive salty messages because you're doing a good thing. It's all wonderful. But, yeah, coming up next is Nicotine, and you know, we have Rafikito. Again, apologies if we are butchering your name, but that is our second place finisher from last week, right before the finale. Right. That is some momentum that they can carry, and they might also put a wrench in the perfect August run for Keeve, or, you know, just remove Rufus from a grand final situation. Who knows? I have the field, so my eyes are on everyone here, and we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, so Rafikito, just going to touch on them a little bit. Rafikito lists their mains as Zasalamel and Sophitia. So, I mean, I'm his ass main, so I'm a big fan already. I hope we get to see my man's Black Excellence. Let me see it. But, you know, if we see some Sophie, that's cool too, because, you know, we get to see the kind of slower, methodical, with punish type game. On the other side, we're going to have Nicotine, whom, unfortunately, I don't know much about her. I just know that she seems to be addicted to the game according to her survey questions.
I mean, can't go wrong with that, honestly. Can't go wrong with it at all. Addictions will lead you to try hard, right? Like all of us competitive types who are just out in the free space trying to collect this bag. But is it enough to make you better than your opponent? A lot of these Soulcalibur players are legacy, man. They've been grinding tens of years with PlayStation. That's crazy. And let's get into it. Round one, man. Valdo on the screen, the wacky, the most unique archetype in all of gaming, just about. Valdo is something special, man. I still have had conversations with Soulcalibur veterans who would say they don't understand this character after 15 years.
Definitely a wacky type character. I mean, you guys are going to see a lot of that in the stances and even these like weird little grab situations that he got just right there. Nicotine on the offensive, forcing the soul charge here out of Rafikito. Okay, yeah, shooting fireball. Oh, big lethal hit right there on the reversal edge. Said I didn't want to have to deal with it, but sidestepping the vertical mix up right here. It's the break attack, and because it's a mid, tried to duck. Normally a lot of Zasalamel players like to go for a low there, and Nicotine just happened to not be ready for it.
Yeah, it just seemed like that was very opportunistic in the last time. He saw Zaz charging up that reversal edge and kind of reacted with the break attack, but the follow-up was just a little too ambitious, and because of that overstep, getting your vertical dodge, it just sucks. And now to pick up more lethal hits into guaranteed damage, here's the restand. Soul charge in your face. Now deal with me some more immediate back turn mix up. It's just clean. What a sequence from Nicotine. Zas not able to play the game there. That's okay. When the bald head comes out, things change, all right? I believe.
Oh, that's the bald head right there as going into the critical edge, which does have a guard impact on it. And I mean, if you get caught by the guard impact, that is a guaranteed activation of the move right there. Oh, going for the mid, running up. Look at the damage output from Zas.
Does that make you feel good? Do you think this is okay?
Yeah, it makes me feel great. That makes me feel great. I love it.
No,
I'm big happy.
no shame, Zas fans. I can't.
Hey, 2 bars on the side of Nicotine right now. We've seen what the meter usage for Nicotine has done. Oh, this is huge damage, by the way.
All right, pops the
Okay,
soul
Soul Charge
charge again. When you see so much, all the way through, great discipline to hold it and know when it's your time, but gets beat out. An opportunity. Here's the restand.
Soul Charge to beat it, however, is going to go for the big break attack to be able to try and slow that Valdo down. Oh, whatever move Nicotine was doing was not the right option right there, because Rafikito just said, no, I ain't dealing with that. You're getting launched, and I am taking this game. Please allow me to speed run further in this bracket.
Welcome to
your enthusiasm when Zas is on the screen, it's a little extra, we supposed to be here. But for whatever reason, when Zas comes out, I don't know what type of time power he has over you, Mr. Plague, but slow it down, all right?
That's my man's. I've been playing this character since Soulcalibur 3 because he didn't exist before then. That is my man's. I played him before he had time powers. I love this character.
The legacy, right? It makes you feel good. Are you still screaming buff Zas? Because, there's a platform here and people are listening.
I mean,
you gave me a stutter.
I don't want people to think that that's real. I'm just saying. Zas is easily one of the best characters in the game right now, but buff Zas anyway.
That's
all right, but for real though, we're coming into it.
Something that is very real is the music and everything that comes with the New York Autonomous set and this wonderful stage. I love it. It's just so sick. Staying on top though, we won't get much time to enjoy it if this Valdo onslaught continues any further. Oh my god, working on a perfect all blue bar and all golden letters.
Oh, ducked under it, but no,
all right,
couldn't actually get the punish on it.
Yeah, I couldn't get the perfect at all, but there's the follow-up. But KO is all good either way. Yeah, no big deal. 1 round is 1 round. Here's a follow-up. There's the empty jump into continue mix up. Watch your legs. Trying to work towards the edge here. And reversal edge situation is going to play it safe to not get launched, but instead going to gain those curses. 2 of those things sitting on Valdo as he pops the soul charge of his own. I need a little bit of breathing room, please.
Yeah, so with the curses for Zaslamel, it allows for him to do time stop combos. Unless he has the curses, he cannot stop time, right? So you want to put as many curses on the opponent as possible, and he's got all 3 of them right now. So okay, well, it didn't end up mattering, but if Zas got the hit there, that would have maybe even killed from that amount of health.
There's the same start to start round 3 once again, and another empty jump into the follow-up. And oh, well, I can just leave, all right? If y'all don't need us here, just let us know, all right? Because that was I can't even count the seconds on my fingers if I wanted to. You know what? Ready. Let's just go to the next.
Sometimes you get mixed up, KP. Sometimes you get mixed up.
We have an entire production team who is actively getting highlights. They can't even do their jobs if they want to play this fast, okay? Let's keep it a little less, no bullies, all right? No bullies in 2020.
There's no bullying here. We don't bully here.
Let the kids play the game. Let's just go from there, all right? Game 2, let's get into it. Will we see more of the same, but will Sophie have enough solidarity to slow things down and force Valdo to play a more closer to honest game?
Yeah, I gotta be real though. The way Nicotine was playing that last game, it was essentially an idea of, so the last time we played in those few matches, you were really strong when we were not up close to each other, right? So Nicotine now just getting in the face of the opponent and immediately doing every mix-up option available to Valdo, and it seems like Rafikito doesn't even know which one is what, has absolutely no idea.
Yeah, hey, yo, Nicotine, you know, if you would let us finish our sentences before you finish a round, we'd greatly appreciate that. Anyway, following his reversal hands, as we both get bodied time and time again. There's the horizontal, nice read, follow up towards the wall. Sophie in control, no shoes necessary. Finally a round on the board. Let's go.
Gonna be able to use the unique mechanic to Sophie, which is called the Angel Step. She just she gets access to a couple of moves that she would not be able to have before, and she also crouches under high attacks at the same time while doing it. Oh, try to go for the unblockable, but great dodge right there from Nicotine. That's unique to Valdo.
Yeah, but the wrong read there is gonna cost Raph about half their life, and they'll punish with the CE. That was so sick, yo. That makes me so happy. The Nooch right now, yo, Nicotine is just rolling on all cylinders. Oh, kind of pose for the frames right there. I don't know if there's any cameramen out here in the woods, but if there are, Voldo is always ready. Lightning strikes.
Oh,
and the meaty
everybody's
throw.
favorite throw.
Oh, yes.
Finishing it off right there, 2-1 in rounds. And so Rafikito, after that first round, which was, by the way, perfect, completely keeping their composure. And that's one of the most important parts about being a competitor, is sometimes you just get mollywopped, right? Sometimes you just get beaten down and you have to come back from it, because it just happens.
Nice whip punish there. Oh, and the follow-up, not the reset they were quite looking for, but keeping pressing the buttons allowed them to be in control. And a sequence, oh, that soul charge coming in handy right there. And that was an answer. If I haven't seen one this event yet, that was definitely an answer. Sophie and the power of the lightning, you know, little shield, and like you said, everybody's favorite throw. You just got to dabble it in there, season the offense a little bit, as we saw some mix-ups coming in. And okay, I'm convinced. I am convinced. Finally breaking the 2-0 curse that we've seen plaguing the entire first round of the bracket here and the top 16 here at the August finale. It's just now, you know, as we've done tournaments over the years, Ebonic, sometimes it takes a while for it to, you know, crank up as we take a look at these highlights here. Yeah, Zas may need to do some time powers and help out, you know, that first round, take it back for Voldo to rekindle that offense he had, because with Sophie, there was just nothing doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, the time powers ended up helping Sophie out as it finished it out in the last one, but the time powers didn't work for the second game, as it was absolutely the Nicotine show. This was a speed run. We couldn't finish sentences, and it was done and over before we even realized what had happened right there. Look at that whip punish right there on the C. So when Valdo uses the critical edge, he actually backs up, right? So that allows for him to dodge stuff before he does it and then punish on it.
Yeah, and that throw looking to be the exclamation mark as we take another look into the bracket. 2-1. All right, the curse is done. And no secrets everywhere else. We have Rufus. All right, we have Raph. We have Keeve. All right, and Fan Lee looked exceptionally strong early on against Fosync. I cannot call it. I don't want to, but I'm still taking the field right now. I have 3 soldiers who we've all seen put on fantastic performance that I can believe in, and I'm gonna stick. I am not jumping off the ship just yet.
Hey, you know, that's totally fair, especially from the matches we've seen so far, right? Like, I gotta highlight Fan Lee specifically, because we haven't seen him in a bit, and people may have forgotten. Fan Lee's match was just absolute control, right? That player looked like they knew the inside and outs of the game, they knew the inside and outs of the character, and they looked incredible. So, I mean, if somebody's gonna be able to stop Keeve right before anything happens, hey, Fan Lee could totally be doing it, right? But I mean, hey, maybe next week somebody else could stop Keeve. If you guys go to compete.playstation.com to be able to join the bracket with us, you know, next week you could be the big hitter. You know, maybe not. You know, maybe you're just trying to enter to get some experience and all that. And I heavily implore that you do exactly that.
You know what? Don't listen to him. You are going to enter and you are going to win, period, all right? Keeve will keep him out, open the floodgates, all right? You take the time right now during this short break to sign up, and when we come back, I want to see those entries on the website, all right? Be safe, and we'll be right back shortly after this.
So many world-famous players, they started online.
We are good to go for our first match of the stream.
We're here for FIFA 20 action.
Who's going to be the overall grand final victor? The next PlayStation FIFA superstar.
I think the level of play that we're currently looking at, and it's fantastic. No one leaves today empty-handed.
PlayStation.
What's up everyone, you're watching the PlayStation Competition Center's coverage of Soulcalibur 6. Rip and Markman with you here today, and we're going to be covering one of the core mechanics in Soulcalibur, the guard impact, usually referred to as GI for short.
The guard impact can let you turn defense into offense in an instant if your opponent becomes too predictable, but there's a bit of risk to it. Let's find out how it works.
Guard impact is a defensive parry move performed by pressing forward and the guard button. Your character will lean forward and the weapon will flash green briefly. If your opponent hits you right at this moment, you will deflect their attack and push them away.
Keep in mind that you can guard impact horizontal attacks, vertical attacks, kicks, and even throws. So it works even if you're unsure which attack will be thrown at you, but the window is pretty small, so your timing has to be precise. If your opponent chooses not to attack, you will leave yourself wide open for a big counterattack.
The benefit of a successful guard impact depends on what move your opponent attacks with. For slow moves that have a lot of time to react, using guard impact will just push your opponent back slightly. You'll be able to attack first, but your opponent can block if they choose. If you parry a faster attack, your opponent will reel back even farther, almost falling over. Here, if you attack with your fastest move, your opponent will not be able to block. You can get some small guaranteed damage this way.
And finally, if you guess your opponent's intentions correct and guard impact the fastest attacks in the game, you earn the most rewarding of guard impacts. Your opponent will get knocked off their feet and you'll have enough time to attack with a slow, high damaging move. This is your best reward, but guard impacting fast attacks can be pretty difficult.
But there's an important thing to remember about guard impact. If you've been GI'd while you're reeling backwards, your character has one possible action they can still do. They can guard impact back, also known as a reverse impact. This means a successful guard impact does not guarantee free pressure or damage, since the opponent can always reverse impact back until someone finally cracks.
There's one thing that will beat a guard impact, a break attack. We talk more about break attacks in our video on how attacking works. They're a bit slow, but break attacks will cleanly beat normal guard impacts. If you want to try and deflect a break attack, you must tap forward with a vertical attack and guard at the same time. If you do this, you'll flash red instead of green, and you can resist impact any throw, attack, but most importantly, you can deflect break attacks. But even just attempting this will cost you 50% of your extremely valuable soul gauge, so not only is it risky, it's expensive.
Guard impact are a signature mechanic in Soulcalibur 6, and now you know why. While risky, they can change the flow of a match in an instant, and even when successful, they can force you to outthink your opponent again.
And these mind games, they make Soulcalibur 6 so exciting to watch and play. For more tips and tricks, stay tuned to the PlayStation Competition Center.
PlayStation.
Thanks for joining us at the PlayStation Competition Center for another video on Soulcalibur 6. I'm Markman, and along with Rip, we're going to get into the lethal hit mechanic of Soulcalibur 6.
And this is a little bit of a tricky topic to cover because it's so character specific, but even just knowing what a lethal hit is going to help you improve your Soulcalibur skills.
Lethal hits are regular moves that get powered up if they fulfill a unique condition. Let's start with a simple example that's universal to every single character, the break attack. Normally, you use these attacks to do some damage to the opponent's guard, and they beat guard impact. These are mechanics that we've talked about in other videos. What happens if someone tries to beat a guard impact with your break attack? You're rewarded with a lethal hit that often leads to more damaging results.
If we go to the move list and look at the lethal hit attacks tab, we can see that our break attack triggers a lethal hit if you counter a guard impact. Each character has a large assortment of moves that can earn lethal hit properties, and the conditions you need to meet them will vary wildly between the characters.
Let's take a look at some of Killick's lethal hits. Some of them are designed to counter certain moves. For example, backless vertical will be a lethal if you hit someone after a successful guard impact. And his running vertical attack will be a lethal if you hit someone who whiffed an attack. This one is useful because, as we explained in our video on attacks, you can make vertical attacks whiff as you sidestep against them. Therefore, this gives you an increased reward for using the move for its intended strategy.
But there are some wacky lethal hit conditions too. Killick's backless horizontal is a decent low attack that doesn't do much damage. But if he hits with 4 of them, the 4th one lethal hits for a combo. Or how about his down forward plus B attack that launches the opponent in the air? Normally a useful move for starting combos already, but it will become a lethal hit if you activate a soul charge sometime during the previous round. Maybe one of the most unique lethal hit conditions is Ivy's down forward K, which is a lethal hit versus only male characters.
It's important to mention that you shouldn't have to feel obligated to learn every single lethal hit for your character. And especially not every single lethal hit in the game. There's just way too many. Instead, you should focus on ones that seem practical for your gameplay.
Exactly. Like for Kilix's example, he's got this low attack on the fourth hit, it's going to actually be a lethal hit. So this might be a good low attack for you to look for. Also, if you have some other lethal hit conditions to look for, you might want to look for stuff that's like lethal hits on a whiffed attack or lethal hits on a guard impact hit. These kind of things are going to be the ones that are most useful to find in an actual matchup. The rest of them you can kind of figure out over time as you have more experience.
Thanks again for watching. That's been our coverage of Soulcalibur 6 here at PlayStation Competition Center. Make sure you guys check out our website at compete.playstation.com.
PlayStation.
And we are back at the PS4 Tournament's Open Series for Soulcalibur 6. We are on the EU side for the beginning of today, and we are going through our, I believe we have hit top 8 at this point. Is that correct, Cortana Prime? Can you help me out with this one?
Yes, we have. You know, we also have, that's the thing, as we take a look at the bracket, right? Keeve is so sick that he's already advanced.
That's right.
His opponent electing to, you know, spow out. The reason is it's not of my concern, but, you know, I'm just going to say if a nightmare is brewing and, you know, you don't want to go to sleep, then maybe you just stay up and out of the way. So Keeve is going to advance to the semifinal, which, you know, he's no stranger. He's won every single week, which means we get more Fanly, which means that's okay. You know, Keeve is actually like OD final boss right now. You gotta wait on it. All right, just another day. It's coming soon, I promise. But for now, forward. All right.
Yeah, so it's going to be Fanly versus Darcity. We haven't seen Darcity just yet, but I do believe we have that in our surveys. But in the chat, I want you guys to tell me, who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Fanly or is it going to be Darcity? As we take a look at that, Darcity is actually, oh, that's right, the Taki player. Okay, so we got a number of Takis in this bracket, not just the Rufus,
Talk to
right?
him. Talk to him.
So Darcity apparently, she's been playing for 16 years casually, right? But the second Soulcalibur 6 launch immediately into the competitive scene. Actually, this is a story I'm very familiar with because I did the same thing.
Okay,
I did the exact same
relate.
thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's also apparently the social media manager for one of the gaming/esports channel there in the EU. I'm not sure which one, but that's what she listed as. So, hey, I mean, you know, Taki player within the FGC, super about it, but I think the crowd likes Fanly after that last dominating performance that we saw with the 77% that the chat is looking at. Okay.
You know, just touching on a little, she still struggles with nerves a little bit. And I like this because when you're able to be reflective and understand where your weaknesses lie, you know, she's still dealing with incredible tournament anxiety, which causes her to choke during games. Well, aren't we just the best of friends? Because, boy, do I know that feeling so well. So you hate to see it. Such incredible play to come down to one bad decision or missed input because everything is just racing, right? You're right there at the finish line, and like you know you can do it because you've done it up until that point. So let's see if she'll be able to climb over the hurdle today and move forward. And congratulations, you win this match. You know you play Keeve, so.
Ooh, is that what it is? Okay, yeah, that's the part of the bracket. But hey, I mean, you know, got to make it through Fanly first, right? Like we've already seen Fanly. It's we understand the game plan for Fanly, right? We set up the stances, we get to 7 stars as quickly as possible, and then we just steamroll the opponent. That's kind of what Fanly's going for. How does Darcity do her game plan to the point where she can figure out how to negate that or even stop it outright, like not even let him get the stars, right?
Yeah,
so
this should be
I guess we gotta find that out.
Because you know, she chose Taki because Taki's a rushdown monster, right? Likes to be in your face, boom, boom, boom. Well, what better place does a Maxi player love to have you than right there? And we've already seen the patience on display, so it's not gonna be a problem. So I wonder, will this be mash, let's press, like heavyweight fight slugfest? Or is there going to be a lot of respect up close? You know, just precision with like the stepping into movement. Oh, let's get right into it. I think the heavyweight is the answer, as we are pressing buttons galore to start this off. There's the wake up, just on top of each other instantly. Press, press, press.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were talking about how Darcy listed that she picks this character because she's a rushdown monster, and she's gonna try to get in there. But oh my God, again, 7 stars already.
Yeah, very fortunate. Drop in that situation.
Okay, just jumping out of the way of the wall. Yeah. I mean, when you're stuck with your back to the wall, things can get pretty scary because your opponent's options are strong. But what a step right there on the launch. Okay, using the horizontal to be able to try and stop the offense.
Okay, a little breakdancing towards the corner, and it doesn't matter as Maxi is comfortable anywhere. You know, it's like, imagine if Maxi was the food guy, you know, at the supermarket with the samples. You know how aggressive he is with the try this, and he just puts it in your face. Like, you can't avoid it. This is just something you have to deal with. And Fan Lee just right on top. Here's the corner. Oh, no, don't jump out. Oh, wow. Very, very convenient whiff right there in the corner, as continually asking Taki to try this. I don't think she wants to, but I also don't think she has a choice. Soul charge for her last opportunity, trying to get something out of this round where Maxi was essentially working on a perfect butt. The corner is a very foul position in fighting games all across the universe. Unfortunately, patience is a better virtue, and Dark City is going to be on the losing end of that 2 rounds straight. Fan Lee looking as dominating as he did the first time we saw him out.
Oh, and another big Heaven's Guard right there to be able to get the proper follow-up. And I mean, the amount of damage that's been put out so far. It's going to try to stop the break attack because it doesn't want to get the guard broken. So you're probably going to see a lot more buttons being pressed for Darcy. And yeah, that I think families recognize that, and they're starting to go for just like a lot of wake-up options. They're like, I'm going to press buttons even if you're hitting me.
Listen, man, I don't know of any tournament players who actively have open books reading them while they play, but if anybody's doing it, it's definitely Fan Lee, because every single move that Dark City had in that last sequence, Fan Lee was 2 steps ahead. Lethal hit, Heaven's Guard, side steps, all of it. Whatever you thought you were gonna do, you might want to rethink it. Just dominating strategy right there. 1 game to 0, and Maxi looking exceptionally strong here. It's just more of the same. I think this is the, you know, the field that we chose, the Fan Lee, Rufus, and you know, everybody there are just all eyes set on the final. We're looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4 of, you probably can predict this bracket up until the end, and yeah, it seems to just be par for the course today here in the final.
Yeah. And I mean, it's we talked about the aggression from Darcy, but I think the aggression from Fan Lee is very noteworthy because always just going for as many of these stars as possible immediately. Going to be able to get several wall hits here. Meaning, okay, so if you guys don't know about this stage, if you hit the wall 3 times, the wall breaks and there becomes no wall around the whole thing, right? Now that it's red, it's been hit twice, meaning 1 more hit will be an immediate wall break, and then that means a possible ring out situation, so it's gonna be really scary.
What if I told you that Maxi could get 7 stars before the wall broke? Would you take that bet? 7 stars before the outside wall break?
I would be foolish and take the bet and then lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Going up top, I mean, more of the same. This is a showcase right now, actually. If you want to see, you know, more of Maxi's moveset, just pay attention to the Fan Lee show. Oh, and that beautiful throw perished. Not quite. A lot of comeback potential here, but catches the sidestep. There's the knockdown. Still, the ring is protected. Hasn't broken the wall just yet. They haven't red since the first round. And Dark City fighting back now, waking up. There's a swipe. Close range combat coming in handy, and we've seen this in the other matches, although they've been 2-0. Someone is, you know, they put a round on the board, but a lot of patience there, not falling short. Here's that ring out opportunity you talked about, not quite. Oh no, oh no.
That's maybe a ring out?
No, yeah, it is. And the jump out, taking advantage of Taki's moveset and catching her mid-air with the extension on the critical edge is gonna spell death and send Dark City into spectator mode. All right, Fan Lee, bro. All right, man, I'm convinced. Okay, I love you. All right, my 3rd favorite Maxi player, man. Just you don't have to do us like this. You make me feel bad.
Yeah, that was an incredible display right there from Fanly. Again, 77% of the chat voted for him throughout this whole thing, and I mean, I think they know what they're talking about on this one, KP, because goodness, look at the pressure exuding. It's not even just the 7 stars, right? Like, the fact that he had to put that offensive pressure on to Darcity without the stars just to get them in the first place was already enough. Then you get the stars, and he just becomes a monster.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go one step closer. That is going to set up Fanly versus Keeve. Are you ready for that? I know you're not moved and you're not convinced. You know, you got Keeve, but come on, man. You can't tell me that Fanly isn't making you, like, think about it.
No. After watching 2 of Fanly's matches, I definitely am starting to think that Keeve might want to grab a washcloth because he's sweating a little bit, I feel like.
Yeah.
That being the case, though.
He's sitting on the throne, not moved at all. Terribly sorry about that. But the other side of the grand final dance that we've had 3 multiple times, Rufus, we're going to be seeing Rufus coming up next. Again, all dominating fashion. Just check the bracket. 2 O's for about 90% of the sets here. I think these players want their money and they want to, I don't want to say go home because they're already home, but, you know, just turn it off. Oh, $400, sick. Let me get that. Thanks a lot, PlayStation. Thanks a lot, ESL. And beep. Hit the button and we'll see you next week. I don't know, Ebonic. What is going on in the Soulcalibur waters today for the EU region?
Well, I'm going to be real with you. I think we're just, it's like a normal bracket in the sense that we're weeding the stronger players to move on, right? Like the stronger players, the further we get into the bracket, will start to culminate against each other, and we're going to see a little bit less 2-0s. It's going to start becoming real close, it's going to start getting real tense, and my heart is not going to be able to take it as we get further and further into this because, I mean, hey, we got Rufus versus Carlos up next. We're jumping right in, but hey, just let us know in the chat who you guys like to win. Cheer for your favorite player right now because we haven't seen Carlos. We have seen Rufus, the Russian talkie. However, going to be going up against Amy. Now, this character, ooh boy.
Yes. Now, granted, I only watch, you know what I'm saying, my man's Triple J, all the J's, right? Play Amy.
Let's get it.
But she's such a joy to watch, like a character who's kind of hated in spaces, you know, for certain buttons that she has. I thoroughly enjoy watching our little Rose Princess do all of the things as she stabs people to death and just crushes their tournament hopes at short range. Let's get it.
Yeah, so we want to talk about the Rose Princess. So you guys see in the top right there for Amy, she has roses that accumulate throughout the match. The more roses she has, the stronger attacks get. So, and then she gets access to some attacks that she didn't have before as well. So you got to watch that rose counter.
She's going to need to watch her legs right there. There's a sidestep again, and Rufus just right on top. Trying to do some delays up close, but it seems to be the movement. All right, wake up buttons now. Get a little toe stab. Watch yourself. I'm coming right back in. Going to trade, flip over. Oh, yeah, this is just high octane. There hasn't been more than half a second worth of blocking as a lethal hit follow-up, and this should be enough for the ring out.
Even if that didn't ring out, that was most certainly going to kill, as that was so few health left. Going to be able to get the launch on this one, though. Okay, white rose on deck. So there's already 3 red roses, 1 white rose for Carlos. If he's able to make this happen, I mean, it could be pretty scary. Ducks under it.
One of the few projectiles in the game. Taki just tossing it, trying to gain a lot of advantage to run her way in for free. Oh, unfortunate circumstance. Playing near the edge. Very dangerous. But again, at this level, these players are definitely calm, and you have to have the ability to turn up on the side of stages where you can have a 99% life lead and lose it in a flash.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what happened right there. Oh, got blown up for the Troubles. Rufus, 2 rounds right now. Carlos has got a lot of bar to work with. No soul charge, no critical edge used at all just yet. And, I mean, now might be the time. You got to make something happen, as we're going to be in 4 red roses, which is the max number of red roses, and then 2 of the white, 3 of the white now. Almost
Turn
2
up.
purple
Amy trying to get
rose.
to her max power. Yeah, beautiful sidestep there. And Taki just trying to get Amy, you know, leave this place either through domination or depletion, trying to wipe her off the stage, but not laying down. Again, we always get this. Somebody, they get around, they make it interesting, and then the domination sets back in. So let's see as Rufus takes a couple back dashes to reset. There's a step over. Oh, wait, okay, trying to take advantage of that grounded situation. Great whip punish. 1000 stab, watch your legs.
It could be difficult for the domination to come back because Amy is currently in Purple Rose Ascension right now, meaning she has access to the full extent of her power. She's going to have everything right now. She's going to have one of the fastest critical edges in the game while also doing incredible amounts of damage. The Soul Charge comes out against the offense. Not a lot of life left right now for Carlos as they need to fight their way back. Oh, the launch, but no full conversion. Not a great punish right there, and yeah, that's got 2 hits.
I mean, listen, you can feel it from us, you know, as both commentators and tournament veterans. As soon as we saw the follow-up whiff, we both let out a collective sigh, and I'm sure that our players did as well. Rufus knowing that that little bit, the amount of pixels can be the difference between no money and, you know, winning a tournament. So luckily he was able to stay calm, follow up, just get the quick A, just boop, just a little head bop to close that out and secure game 1. But man, it may not seem like much from the casual standpoint of viewing, but every single piece of conversion, all of that, like the psyche, there's so many you know, minute details that go into every decision being made at every second during video games in general, but fighting games at a high level, that you gotta take advantage and make sure you're connecting on them all.
Yeah, no, I don't mean to stroke your ego a little bit there, KP, but you were definitely right on the other person gets 1 round and then the domination comes right back, because that was definitely Rufus.
Following the trends, baby. It's all analytics. No different than when you're playing, as we see Rufus picking up exactly where he left off. He's realizing that after that initial sequence that the vertical sidestep is coming every single time. Why don't you just meet him there with the perfect horizontal? There you get another sidestep. This is going to break the wall. This is a ring out opportunity. Pop!
Is that out? Oh, man. What awareness right there from Rufus, recognizing... What awareness right there from Rufus, recognizing that the wall was about to break, recognizing exactly what to be able to do right there. Got the sidestep right there on the vertical, big damage. Gonna go for double explosion? Yup.
Rufus looking exceptionally strong, rolling in blind to get the mix-up from the side. Ducks the rolls, wants nothing to do with it. Gets a little fancy right there, a little liberal in his offense, knowing that Carlos is on the defensive. But let's see if Carlos has enough in the tank. You have to turn it around. Nice interruption. Okay. And again, that roll situation is just not working. It's getting ducked every time.
Yeah, no, I think that's been one of the biggest things that allows it for Rufus to be able to move forward in this matchup is Amy's been getting roses fairly slowly in comparison to some of the other Amy's we maybe have seen in other Soulcalibur tournaments, right? And when you can starve her of roses, she loses a lot of power, honestly. I mean, you know, for all the hate that this character can get, it's usually when she's powered up, not beforehand. So... at the ledge, trying to fight their way back. It's the launch, though.
Unfortunately,
yeah, Amy, I know it's time to end this, but you may be on the receiving end of that. However, getting the last hit of that extended block streak, just enough. And again, you talk about mechanics, right? Soul Charge, just giving your character just... it's like unlocking their full potential for the most part. You're just getting access to a bunch of different moves, more power, more damage, all of those things. And here we go, just following the sequence, right? Get dominated for 2 rounds, win 1 to make it look good, and then we know what happens after this. Will it be par for the course, or is Amy here to change the position, going off top? All right, didn't have to work too hard. A sidestep and a dream. Easy ring out combo with the follow-up final round. Carlos has an opportunity.
Yeah, Carlos also has purple roses right now and a lot of bar to work with on both sides. I feel like Rufus's game plan last match was exactly what backfired. You know, you saw him backing up a lot, right, to the ring edge so that he could backflip and then, you know, change the tide and make it so that Carlos's back to actually the ring edge. But Carlos fought back beautifully and made it so that didn't happen. Gonna be able to block the mid on that one. Oh, but a big punish that should finish it off.
Yeah, in dominating fashion, all of the letters, all 7 of them in gold font, perfect. You know, it's Rufus, right? You know, Rufus is so calm. You know, he said his demeanor is like an ocean breeze. And you ask things like, yo, Rufus, how do you deal with all this? You know, how do you balance everything? You know, your work responsibilities, your school, your relationships. And Rufus said, I don't have any responsibilities. And I was like, you know what? You got it, bro. It's really hard to keep up with you. And, you know, players do get knocked out from time to time. How do you deal with defeat? Drink vodka. Okay, so, you know, it just... The strategy of Rufus, it's all mental. And while we laugh about this in a joking fashion, I will tell you that at the highest level, mentality is actually the strongest suit. Because at this level, everybody can do all the combos. Everyone has a lot of knowledge of the characters and the matchups that they're playing. So what separates you? It's the mentality. And if Rufus can just, well, do that every single time as we get the dunk ring out, it can be another walk to grand finals, man. I'm liking the field, Ebonic. I'm liking the field. We haven't seen Keeve play just yet. But for what has been on display today, I am satisfied.
Absolutely. Everybody in the field is looking like they can take out not just Keeve, but anybody else in the world right now. Because honestly, hey, I mean, we got Rufus, we've got it's Family and Rafikito. That's who it was. I couldn't remember Rafikito. I'm sorry. We got Family, Rafikito. They're all looking super dominant right now. And it's definitely going to be a hard uphill battle, but we got to see, you know, if Keeve makes it past Family, and if he does, who will have the pleasure of being able to take down the monster, the Nightmare, who does as of recent have some backups. I know most people who know Keeve don't only know Nightmare, right? But there was a point where Nightmare got some changes, and Keeve didn't like that and switched over to Amy for a little bit. So
yeah, listen,
I mean,
man, I know you have the lore. I know you have the lore. You got to keep your eyes open. To, you know, you practice for an event, right? And you're like, oh man, I'm going to, you know, play in this PlayStation Weekly. It's like, oh man, Keeve is my path. Cool, man. I can't wait to play him. I would love to play as Nightmare. And then, wow, Amy, like, what's up? You have to be ready for these things, right? You get disappointed so quick. But I mean, I just want to shout out the entire EU. Everybody's dominating today. 2-0s across the board, almost in perfect fashion. You know, Nicotine being the only player putting up a 1 in the loss column. It's just been, I don't know if they all like met in the PlayStation chat and they're like, you know what, guys, let's make this one quick. But something is in the air, and if this stays as dominating as it is, we can just call it after game 1, you know? Oh, 1-0? All right, let's go ahead and advance them, you know, for the sake of everybody.
All right, so it looks like chat is loving Rafikito to take this with the 71% right now.
Pretty
so
confident.
it is going to be Rafikito versus Nuartenshi, and Nuartenshi actually ends up, I believe, plays 2B, which is your girl. So
Yes.
We may see more of that right now. But the question is for Rafikito. There's 2 characters on deck. It's either Zas or it's Sophidia, right? So which one could it be? Which one do they think is best versus 2B, I guess?
I think you'll start Zas, and you know, if things go sour, switch to Sophie as we saw previously before, right? It seems that Sophie is one of those things where, like, yeah, this is my backup character, but I play her so well that you might as well use the co-main title, you know, because there's characters, there's people who do that, especially in this day and age of fighting games where you play to win the game. You're definitely gonna need what I like to call a coverage character, right? Because unless you're playing absolute top tier, you're gonna run into some matchups that just, whether it's character or you as a player, because people overlook that. We all have characters that we struggle against personally. It's just something you got to deal with, man, and you want to have those options available to you at the best of your ability in order to give yourself the best chance to win.
Now we're going to see how any of that's going to be working out versus Nuartenshi and Rafikito as we come into game number 1 here. The reversal edge versus 2B has been a strong option since she's launched. She has ways to be able to defeat it, like that right there where it was off axis. Low's going to come out. Reversal edge again, and wow, that's one of the few times I've ever seen the first hit of Zaz's reversal edge hit and then not fully connect. That's maybe one of the first times I've ever seen that. Oh, that's a ring out.
No, you're done. This is Zaz. Yeah, that's it. I didn't even need a whole sentence. I just said you're done because I remembered how quickly Zaz rings people out. All right, he doesn't play any games. He can stop time or he can get it over fast. You make the decision. All right.
Yeah, this character easily has the best reverse ring out in the entire game without question. And I mean, you guys saw the prowess right there. Just one singular good hit.
It may be in the entire history of the franchise, but slow it down. I just dissed you. Don't walk in here with all these gadgets, all right? We're gonna slow it down. And of course, I'm at home doing my snap. Yes.
You're not his ass main if you don't snap when that move happens. You just don't play, like, it's just wrong.
Here's an opportunity right there. Mix-ups galore, and gonna get the punish right there with that low kick. Just gonna stomp the hairdo. I don't know how I feel about that, but Raph certainly doesn't care with 71% of the fan vote. Definitely looking to keep the analysts in the PlayStation chat, you know, make them seem as if they know what's going on, and I like that. Good crowd when they know. All right, and it feels good, man. Soul charge popping.
Yeah, okay, oh, caught him out of the sea. Yeah, so if his critical edge does not have any curses available, it actually cannot guard impact high attacks, and that's exactly what Nuartenshi did. I don't know if that was in direct contention versus it, but it was a smart move. Oh, reversal edge? Yeah, he now has access to reversal edge cancel, by the way, if you weren't aware of that. Okay, clash. Gonna be able to fly away. 2B's trying to make something happen right now, but the reversal edge kind of hit.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? All the times that he charged the reversal edge, you only get the first tick and didn't get the pull to go into the animation. And then finally, when you're using it for like normal, just, hey, let me just throw this out here. It finally connects and you get the entire combo kill, you know, easy to hit stuff there. Even though 2B's like OD flashy and she's flying all around the screen, Raph is just like, poised. All right, I have this gigantic scythe, and when you're in my range, you can do all the slipping and sliding all you want. You can still get scooped all the same from any position within its realm. So, beautiful knowledge of spacing, not panicking when 2B's just mixing and gliding all in his face, and he looked in control. It wasn't as dominating as previous sets, but whether you win by 1 pixel or you win by 3 entire life bars, a win is a win. And Raph looking to, you know, have a date in the semifinal at least, because only one person is going to take home the $400, but trying to get into the money now, 1 game away.
Yeah, so on the boat stage, this is actually one of the largest stages in terms of length. So the ability to run away here is possible, depending on, you know, if that's your game plan. But definitely not looking like it as we get just as close and personal as possible right now. Zap trying to move in. The reversal edge comes out. Noir gonna be able to pick right or no. Sidesteps it. Yep.
Red. I think that's the most satisfying of the reversal options, where you choose the direction and you just read them. So good. And there's a sidestep right on cue. It's almost like he was synced with my audio. There's a kick to the dome. No amount of anything is going to help you survive that without the health. All right, here's the backup, and 2B playing it slow, dare we say. Oh, no.
Ooh, yeah, slow jams is the name of the game for 2B right now.
Situation.
Okay, catching the rolls. Yeah, wow, Rafikito needs to get up off the ground. Oh, it's a ring out.
No, not like this. It's a robbery. That's what it is. That is not a ring out. That is a robbery. My man was getting outplayed on all fronts, and then... that was it. Trying to CE out of frustration, it seems there. And now this is the Raph show, picking up exactly where they left off, breaking not only his guard, but his mental capacity as he takes about 70% of the health. But wait a minute, the wall saves him. This is not fair. This is no, not like this.
Oh my goodness. One time stop because of a missed combo opportunity right there for Nuartenshi, and Rafikito closing it out. He is currently on set point. He's going to use the soul attack. Soul charge comes out to be able to push Rafikito off him. Okay, goes for the mix-up potential, but it's just a bit too far away.
So much devastation. I couldn't deal with it. Here's a whip punish opportunity. Gets the pickup. Regular juggle, nothing special. Here's the curse. Gonna stop time to stay in control. Oh, in the horizontal. I've got your sidesteps. Come back here. Talk to me. Let's have a conversation. I've got a date with the PlayStation money once again. Oh. And the exclamation point to get into the money. Rafikito. Another week. Another top 4 placing minimum. Snap your fingers. Do your step. And you can watch the rest of the tournament from twitch.tv/PlayStation. What can we say? We called it. These are our 4 players, and they have done nothing but win and move forward, just setting up the finale that we expected, and if you ask me, that we wanted.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to see some of that domination here from Zaz. So he's been getting outplayed this entire time. One incorrect reversal edge there from Nuartenshi, and that spells doom. Going to be able to catch the aggression shift as well with the critical edge, which does have, remember, it's got the guard break on it. You attack into it without a high, and you're done.
Yeah, there's a little boot right there. There's just every win just seemed to be like an exclamation mark with the, just pull, very aggressive reversal edge slash there, the boot to the dome, the CE to end it. It's just the robbery right here, just pure, wow. That hurts the second time. You got this, bro. Go ahead. I need to recover.
You know what's funny about that last one where he got the time stop combo in that last replay? He actually could have rung him out on that too, but he opted for the damage instead, I think. I guess maybe he just wasn't ready for it. It was like a spur of the moment thing. But we could have saw another highway robbery in that. But Rafikito not robbing people so much that put him forward in the bracket. He did outplay them, and now we have our top four due to all of that. It's going to be Keeve versus Fan Lee at the top. Rufus versus Rafikito down there at the bottom. I feel like this is where we stop the 2-0s, I feel like.
I'm actually super excited to see what the fan vote is here for Keeve against Fan Lee, because you've all watched Fan Lee this broadcast dominate everything, but you know what Keeve has done because the facts are just there. It's not a if he can, it's he's done it. 4 consecutive weeks. We're in the finale. It's just the cherry on top. You understand? So I'm really hyped to see what the people think. Again, I have the field, so 3 out of 4 chances here, and there's one man to, to put us all to sleep and terrorize us every week on the EU side of things. I'm also very excited to see Keeve.
And if you want to experience that terror that you're talking about, you guys can go to compete.playstation.com and join in all of these tournaments that happen weekly, the finals that happen monthly. But hey guys, before we get into these final matches, we do got to take a short break, so please grab some water, but stay tuned because this is the nitty gritty. We'll see you guys in a sec.
So many world-famous players, they started online.
We are good to go for our first match of the stream.
We're here for FIFA 20 action.
Who's going to be the overall grand final victor? The next PlayStation FIFA superstar.
I think the level of play that we're currently looking at, and it's fantastic. No one leaves today empty-handed.
PlayStation.
we're back, and I'm just reading all of the wholesomeness that is family Junior. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very smart, forward, adaptable player here. And I just want to touch on something. You know, you talked about playing Maxi and overcoming the updates, the nerfs and the buffs. How you have to essentially, I don't want to say relearn, but you have to, you know, come up with different style to play the character. And you know, you say usually I get it, but sometimes it's hard, you know, more and more with this last update. And I like to put in his little message. By the way, Okubo, please buff Maxi. I'll say that because I feel good about him. All right, that's all. I just feel so good. You know, anybody can play the game, anybody can use the character, but I always try to give you reason to care more about the person behind the controller, and Fan Lee has gained a fan today in me as we take a look at the bracket here. Top 4, Ebonic. Talk to him.
Yeah, so we're going to have Keeve versus Fan Lee. We're finally going to get to see Keeve play. You know, we've been talking him up this entire time. I really hope he doesn't disappoint. On the other side, though, it's going to be Rufus versus Rafikito, which is, you know, the Taki versus, well, it's either Zas or Sophitia. I mean, we'll see. Zas has been putting in work, though. I got to be real with you. So we'll probably see it just like you talked about last time. It's going to be Zas first, and then when it gets a little bit uncomfortable, Sophitia is going to come out, you know, ease the qualms that he's got. But first, let's get it with Keeve versus Fan Lee. This is what we've been waiting for, I think.
Yeah. All right, so this is beautiful stuff. As you know, the top 4 here are the best 3 out of 5 matches now, so you're going to have time to adapt. Fun fact about these top 4, as much as we like Fan Lee is the only remaining competitor who has not yet made it to a grand finals here in the in the month of August. And, you know, Keeve has won them all. Rufus has been in the finals 3 out of 4 times. And, forgetting our player, I'm such a bad person. Raf.
Yeah.
Yes, Raf. I got it shortened as Raf because I don't want to mess up Rafikito, but he's also made a grand finals appearance. So, does in family, in the biggest hurdle that he has, Keeve, right, make his first grand finals appearance? If he beats Keeve, he would have to win, right? Like, he would have to. There's no other way.
Maybe. It's totally possible, but I mean, the chat, I think, is currently in agreement that Keeve might not be able to handle Fan Lee by 1% because we have a 51% lead on what the chat thinks for Fan Lee to be able to take this. So 1% extra. Just one. You
know, Fan Lee has made the PlayStation crowd here a believer of him. But let's get into it immediately. Big sword, sit down, know your role, and a little bit of a punish there. And wait a minute, there's a lot of patience. Look at the respect early on.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I guess maybe he doesn't want to allow him to get those 7 stars, right? So you back up, you don't allow him to get any stance mix-ups and things like that. But or you can just walk up to his face and do this amount of nightmare damage. Holy.
Yeah. And going for the right move to plant him against the wall to get the extendo damage. But wait a minute. Let's not get too out of hand. Here's a launch and the follow-up. Easy stuff there for Keeve. Fan Lee close, but no cigar. However, this is only 1 round in the best 3 out of 5 sets. So, let's see how it continues on.
Yeah, that's right. It could slow down real quick as we go through. He sidesteps it. He's going to be able to get a big punish here. Knocks him down.
That's going to try this.
Nice duck under.
He goes, but under. Oh my goodness. Oh, the damage.
Yeah, that's the nightmare staple right there. He has that big old damage. You know, he may have the slower moves. He may be a big body, but the second he hits you, you definitely feel it.
Yeah. Okay, there's this. Oh my god, and a lucky sequence there. The hop going over that low kick, but Keeve going right back to it immediately, recognizing the whip from both players. That's just the wherewithal and just veteran stuff. That's all that was.
Absolutely. Big agree on that one. Fan Lee does have the 2 bars right now. I wonder how it's going to end up being used. Probably on a whip punish critical edge, right? That's one of the big maxi things that happens.
Break attack, taking advantage now, stand up close. Yeah, big life lead there from Keeve, but we've seen what Fan Lee can do in bursts. There's 2 clean hits back to back. Here's a throw, and just like that, we're 1-2 touch territory. Oh, a little bit of fire to get Keeve to press a button. There's a follow-up and taps the toes. Fan Lee, what a perfectly executed game plan there to make that comeback in round 3.
Oh, big Heaven's Guard right there on the break attack. He thought he had sidestepped and found the perfect opportunity for the moment, but the Heaven's Guard able to stop. He's found his way back into neutral again, though. No pan stance coming out.
I don't want to see Nightmare's legs, bro. You're ruining my childhood. What is this? No! No, my dream is dead. All right, let's go, family. Kick him out the stage. All right, sidestep. No.
Gets the throw right there.
Whew. Got shook. Oh, no, not like this. All right, gonna charge it up. Staying on the offensive.
Oh, Soul Charge is coming out. Keeping away right there. Oh, it's gonna hit him out of the break attack, and that's actually gonna end up killing due to that fact. First game going to Keeve, and yo, KP, was that close? I think that one was close. That one looked pretty close.
I'm wondering if he could have just went for the critical edge instead of Soul Charge.
Welcome to the stage.
Like, he had enough frames in between and it would have killed at that health. I don't know, man. The small things. Now, of course, you make the decision before the animation pops, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Either way it goes, you know, let's not get too caught up talking about it. Keeve is up 1-0. Fortunately, excuse me, that it's a 3 out of 5 set. So you're not in grave danger. You don't need to make any, you know, brash decisions right now or any forced gameplay change. You just go, right? You take the knowledge you gain and you try to apply it again here as we go into game 2.
Yeah, it's going to be no ring out possibility on this stage, but I feel like the wall damage for Nightmare is really, really high, as we saw a bit earlier, so that might come into play and might be a big determining factor if he's able to get away from Maxi right here.
Man. Yeah, really, really high is a very generous way to put it, man. I appreciate you. You're really nice when it comes to Nightmare damage. Anyway, stars up. It's okay, it's okay. He just went for the really, really nice damage there, not the disrespectful damage. Oh, and that's 16. And the fate into the back throw. Didn't get the tech in time, unfortunately. Keeve's gonna slip and slide his way into a victory. Not all just strike mix-ups. Whenever he needs enough to close the door, he's just gonna go for whatever he needs. Nice follow-up on the horizontal to keep him at bay. Oh, caught him with the back turn. Scoop. And that's solid damage for like a 2-hit sequence.
Yeah, well, it's not really just solid damage, but he also gets his unique mechanic, the Terror Charge, in that, which you know, powers up the next stuff that he's gonna be able to do. And you know, we're already talking about how much damage he does. And oh god, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think there's a timer, right? You say the word damage 3 times around Nightmare, and then he shows you.
All right, what are we at right now before we say it again and he just obliterates the character?
I'm not even gonna speak that into existence, all right? There's this thing called the commentator's curse, and I definitely believe in it after 8 years of this. There's the double kicks there, back to the wall, Soul Charge to keep the pressure on. But with the Terror Charge, he's not too scared. Asking him to try this back to back to back. He didn't want the first sample, but the third one right on top. Oh my goodness, the wall damage.
That Heaven's Guard really playing real well for Fanly right now. Got a big life lead. Yo, able to take it. Gets under the ABA. Looking good for Fanly right now as we're coming into it. He's got that armor on it. That should hit.
So disrespectful. Such a sick CE. I'm still not tired of the animation even years later. It's wonderful. All right, going up top, here's a punch. Stand up, sidestep. Oh, try this. Just too quick for you.
Getting the throw right there. This is getting a lot closer. Okay, Family's gonna go for the soul attack to try and get into Soul Charge. Trying to put the pressure on, but Keeve doesn't care. Puts the offense back.
Oh! Trying to dunk on him. You know, he's putting in his bid for the Soulcalibur Olympics team. We all know Maxi would definitely start for the basketball team. No questions there. But Nightmare also on that team, taking it to the skies. Here's the knockdown. Watch your legs. Scoop. Oh, I heard you like to be in the air. How about a lift over? Damn, into the wall after the Terror Charge again? Wow.
Soul charge up. There's no terror charge. Oh wait, now there is because he's soul charge. Everything is terror charge right now. He's gonna have access to all the enhanced moves, and that's how you know Keeve wants to close it out right now, and he's gonna do exactly that by dumping him right in the mouth, finishing it off. Whew, 2-0 so far, but gotta mention 3 out of 5. Remember.
Yeah, it slipped by fast, but when you said, you know, the terror charge, well, now everything is charged with the soul. It's. I just got shook. I went from commentary mode to, okay, I just have to watch because, you know, as a player, like, what do you even do? You can't afford to get hit by anything, and Nightmare is just glowing with the power of darkness. Like, all right, this is a reminder that I am Keeve and I have won every single one of these tournaments that I've entered. So I don't have the answers there. I am just a vessel. I am a witness to the Nightmare running wild continuously, as family's gonna need to, you know, dive deep into his family's legacy, summon the power of your older two brothers, all of the knowledge, all the reactions, all of the decision making, and hopefully it's enough to get at least your first game on the board.
He's put up a dent in the armor a couple of times. He's taken a few rounds, but I mean, games isn't a whole nother question right now, as Keeve already with the offensive pressure. He tried to step out, but just a bit too late as Keeve catches him. Oh my god, the mix-up, man.
It's too much.
Yeah, it seems to be quite a bit. And another thing that's really good for Keeve so far is even if he loses the offensive pressure, he's been counter-poking versus Maxi very well. It shows the clear knowledge, the clear veteran status that Keeve exudes, as he's going to take the first round, ducking directly under the high kick, which is, I mean, hey, that's the exact proper option. That's exactly what you're supposed to do versus it.
And Keeve's just checking him. All of these mix-ups, you know, you're trying to show me different parts of your nunchuck and your little star chart. Yeah, I don't care, all right? I have a big sword, and I am going to swing it deep in. Big combo here. Oh, there's the bounce. Mix-ups galore. Even off the ground, it just doesn't stop. Maxi definitely one of the more stylish characters. Follow up again, chase down. And great recognition there from Keeve. Bow! Terror charge activated. One opportunity. Soul charge, get off me.
Soul charge. Oh, and then there's the low to finish it off. He tried to activate the reversal edge, but there just wasn't enough time. And Fan Lee stopping what would normally be a huge lead at the very beginning for Keeve here. He's got a lot of bar to work with, though, so Keeve, you know he's going to try and run that to the bank the second he gets the chance. The 7 stars are on deck for Fan Lee now, though, which is something I don't believe he's actually gotten yet.
Yeah, now we can see him at his full potential to where he's been playing the entirety of the tournament thus far. And right on cue, 7-star Fan Lee doesn't quite get the follow-up, but stays on the offensive, pedal to the gas, saving all of the frames as Keeve here, popping that soul charge to reset the neutral. I don't think he's going anywhere, Maxi. I'm right with you. Oh, no.
Oh, that's death, isn't it? Oh, no. Look by the hair on his chin. No life left. Keeve stepping the proper moment, finishing it off with a ring out.
You know, you hate to see it, or depending on the player you are, you love to see it. There's a solid punch to the chest, gonna knock him down. Keeve doesn't care about your 7 stars. He doesn't care about your flurry of offense, all the great reads. As long as a ring out exists, you are in the game in Soulcalibur 6. Oh no. Whip punish on reaction, soul attacks back to back. And that's it. Yeah, curtains for that.
Oh my god, I almost lost my mind.
3-0. Yeah, you know, Ebonic, you talked about it. You said that Keeve may not even lose a game, right? That's really how you feel. And I am not mad at you, sir. I still have 2 soldiers, which are going to be knocked down to 1 on the other side of things. But smart money is definitely on that French Nightmare, man. Keeve is just exuding talent from every portion of Soulcalibur 6 moveset. You know, whether it's just the way that he reacts, you know, knowledge of the characters, his movement, the placements of the horizontals and verticals, you know, his break attack plays, just everything. The execution, Keeve, flawless as ever, and no surprise here. Just take a look at these replays, man. Even with no pants on, you know, the underwear may be a power-up. Who could tell? You know, the horse has less armor, less weight to carry it. You know, it's all love. So, no surprise there. Keeve sitting in his 5th consecutive grand final. And who's going to meet him on the other side?
Yeah, that's really the big question right now. And I mean, hey, we've seen some really strong stuff from everybody so far. Even Fan Lee was able to put dents in the armor, right? He was he's taken the most rounds so far that we've seen. And even the rounds that he did lose were really close, right? Like he got him down to really low life, aside from this one right here, where just to finish it off, where he stopped the Heaven's Guard and everything like that. But seeing it 2-0, 2-0, 3-0 from Keeve so far, and now we're gonna see who gets the privilege, the pleasure, and all that stuff versus Keeve. It's either gonna be SP Rufus, whom we have seen versus Keeve in several different consecutive weeks, or is it going to be Rafikito, who dethroned Rufus last week to fight Keeve? They both gotta want their revenge, right? Like, I mean,
why not, right? Not only are you trying to play for the glory, but every match here is extra money. Let's not forget that, right? You're gonna play for third and fourth, and someone's gonna get an extra $100 here, extra $200 here. Listen, man, for a free tournament, you can't argue with no charge. That's all I'm saying. You just signed up, swung your sword at somebody, got some cash in your pocket, which you can compete.playstation.com for all the latest in these free entry events. There's just no, it's a no-lose situation. So I don't know, man. I think Rufus is looked a little bit stronger and can give Keeve the better run, but Keeve's ridiculous, man. I don't even want to try to come up with something slick or cool to say. Keeve's ridiculous, and it seems that we are all playing for second place at this moment.
I mean, it could be possible, but we got to get to this match first, right? We got to talk about who gets to fight him. And the chat believes that Rufus is going to take it with 55% of the lead here. Close. So, I mean, you think Rufus is going to be able to fight Keeve the best? Do you think he's going to be able to win this match, though?
I don't know, man. Looking forward has always been pretty demonic, especially if you're playing in a tournament. Like, hey, man, okay, well, if I get here, I'll play this person, that person, and then you overlook the opponent that's, the immediate roadblock. Now, I'm just speaking for us, here in the booth. Obviously, I can't speak for our opponents. But I don't know, man. It's just something about the mentality of Rufus that has me all in on him, all right? It's smooth as the ocean breeze, all right? You lose a round, drink vodka, whatever. I have no responsibilities. Like, it's like this man is clearly on a path to get to the championship, all right?
That's right. You talked a lot about the mentality of a top player and how it separates the men from the boys, basically. And so it's
no, what really separates the men from the boys? Yeah, go ahead. The most important part about Rufus, I like cats. All right, that's it. He's a cat man. It's over. All right, he loves wonderful assets and cats, and he's a rushdown machine. It doesn't get any better. All right,
so Rafikito at least attempting to fight back through the onslaught right now, but yeah, you're definitely right about the rushdown machine. Rufus is looking incredible for the moment. He's got to be able to find the way in. Rafikito moving forward right now. The unblockable is going to come out, but great step from Rufus as he finds the punish, finds his mark, and takes that first round.
I mean, as dominating as he was, I didn't really want to get too into it or happy because, as long as the ring out exists, you are alive in the Soulcalibur series, right? Back-to-back reversal edge, this time the sidestep, though, and that's going to result in a lethal hit for Taki. Oh, my God. And the robbery over the wall from the side angle, and somewhere on this planet, I feel like the ghost of Omega XCN just smiling over my shoulder saying, KP, I told you. Feels good every single time. Anyway, it's going to follow up. Here's some basic guard damage. Back-to-back break attacks. Working on that guard gauge while staying on top. And yeah, the soul attack. Rafi looking to stay on the offense because once Rufus gets going, it's been curtains in both of the initial 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the staples of Taki, right? Is the fact that the guard damage and the plus frames that she puts on, she has pretty much all of that exuded at all times. Like, your opponent, when you're a Taki player, it will have either yellow flashing guard gauge or red flashing guard gauge fairly often, to be honest with you. So Soul Charge comes out to defeat that exact thing.
Hey. Got the little hop step, tries to beat it to the punch, unfortunately does not. Gotta watch the legs, baby. All right, stand on top, yeah, and Claude trying to press a button is going to get met with that A to the face just as quickly as possible. Great read and follow-up by Rafi, taking advantage of that soul charge. That is how you exude clean, effective offense.
Absolutely, yeah. One of the things that is very noteworthy, a lot of people got to remember, is if you block a break attack, your opponent is usually at advantage in that situation. So it's very scary to press buttons afterwards. Reversal Edge is going to get dodged, and he said, get out of here with that stuff, son. I'm not going to fall for none of that.
Leave this place. Yeah, and got the full charge as well too. While you're sitting there doing your reversal edge, showing people the entire animation. How nice of you. Taki's just like loading it up. Just no, please, just leave this place. Game 1 going to Rufus. 2 games away from a date with Keeve. A little bit more cash in his pocket and a chance to call himself champion of August here in the finale, where you are only eligible if you qualify through the weeklies.
That's right.
So this is definitely the best of the best for August.
You know, I think we all want to date with Keeve. I don't know if you've seen that man's fit, but he is styling out of control. I just want to throw that out there.
Very, very fashionable gentleman, for real. Definitely smooth. Definitely smooth. I would definitely, you know, go out, hit Keeve, you know what I'm saying? Show me around France right quick.
All right, so coming into it, we get my man's back. Switching over to Zasalamel. I guess maybe he thought Soulfitio was going to be the better option versus Taki, but not ended up working out. Switching over to Zas, and we're going to see what can happen here. The curse is always going to be a factor for sure, as that's one of Zasalamel's best punish attacks. Oh, this could be huge damage. And it is.
Could be? Sir, you are a Zas player. You know good and well that was going to be huge damage anyway. As we try to get the pickup, a lot of domination here. Like you said, we're seeing the reverse. He usually started Zas and then would go to Sobi for the pocket. But we got the inside out pan since 2020. You know, anything is happening now. And just, you know, tormenting Taki on the ground. A different Raph here in round 1.
Absolutely. I think that's it's just playing to the strengths of Zasalamel. You know, you catch somebody trying to attack and then you punish them for it. You know, you're just like, no, you should have stayed on the ground, son. Now you took 50% of your life. But, okay, pressure going on from Rufus right now. You talked about how he's a rushdown monster, and that's exactly that right there. He had a really good round for the last one Rufus did, but, Rafikito did, but Rufus said right back at you, son. You know, you can walk up to me, you can do all that damage, but can you learn to block?
Yeah, beautiful sequence there. Threading the needle as he sidesteps that reversal edge, basically hugging the statues in place. Instead, oh, the burst, come here, talk to me. It's time to step into my office. We have a conversation. Double side kick, stand up top. Oh, leave this place. Nope, you try to sidestep, not again, and watch your kneecaps. It's gonna be a backslide into the water. Oh, and she's gonna dive in too. A little action there. Taki has no problems, you know, showing her opponent the ropes of the water below.
Yeah, guard damage is really prevalent too right now for Rufus. Exactly.
Yeah, and the mind games that brings to Soulcalibur, right? It forces you to go on the offense. Like, you can't just stand there and continue blocking, or you're just gonna get mopped and bopped every single time. But Soul Charge activated, a pixel of health here, just looking for something. Zaz trying to wait it out, but no, runs in. Starts the offense, and there's the boot to the head. You know, the time traveler 7s right on top of the dome. Run up, Soul Charge. I want to have some more. You come and talk to me. Let's have a conversation. Up close and personal with the rushdown monster. I'm loving the aggressive play here from Raph on his last life.
Yeah, pretty much making it impossible for Rafikito to start pressing buttons against it, and yeah, he needs to reversal edge right here because he's gonna get guard broken pretty soon. But the question is, will he guess right? He does. Gonna get the mix up afterwards because you don't get much off of that. But oh, what a punish there from Rufus, and this could be death. Nope, not. I thought the ring edge was a lot closer. I'm sorry. Breakdancing on him though to finish it off right there.
Taki. Yeah, absolutely. That 360-degree hitbox, literally just everywhere. You can, if you're in the vicinity and your legs are exposed, you are getting scooped. Taki taking him to town. You know, she did a little breakdancing as well. I don't know which ability that would, you know, get her into for the Soulcalibur Olympics, but I like Taki to be on just about everything. She definitely has a wide range of athleticism, and she definitely bring home a bunch of golds going up against the history of Namco.
I like Taki in 2 different Olympic events. I like her in the pole jump and the long jump. And in the pole jump, she does not use a pole. She just jumps. She just does it herself.
You know what? I think we should sign you on as the coach for recruitment, man. You know, I was going to use Felix personally for the vault, but yeah, we could go Taki.
All right, though, we're coming into it. This could possibly be the final game here, as Rufus is up 2. I mean, you know, there's obviously the 3-game possibility comeback for Rafikito, but he's got to make it happen, and it's looked so hard as Rufus's offense has just been looking overwhelming and unstoppable.
Yeah, it's just the curse of the bracket, bro. There's no comebacks. 2-0 and 3-0 all day. There was the one exception to the rule because that's just how life works, right? So the rest of it has been total and utter domination. The wake up, no escape. Back to the corner, side switch and a dream. Break attack, stayed on top. Beautiful. All right, chill out,
big
man.
Damage.
Chill out, Raph. Chill out.
He might have
You
actually been able to
you-
kill if he did the other front flip attack. Because Zaz has 2 front flips and one does more damage. He did the less damaging one. I wonder if it would have killed. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me. Are you a lowly Zap player? Are you a lowly Zap player complaining about all the damage options you have? Anyway, to the corner we go. Papa back up. Trying his best to stay away from the wall in the wake up CE. Yeah, I understand this read totally. You just got to stop the bleeding.
Got to talk about damage options right there. There's that CE, getting the snap in. However, Rufus completely unfazed, right? Just getting back into it. Another day at the office, not worrying about it. You know, these things happen, right? You get hit by the attack. Yeah, he was trying to fake the low on that one, but no dice. Because with 2 curses, that low becomes deadly. There it is.
Absolutely. Right on cue. You speak it into existence. Not enough to get the job done, but the GI force and the read. Oh my goodness, what a risk there at the end. Looking for the break attack. He could have easily gotten sidestepped in that situation or done. But unfortunately, for Rufus, he got read like a book, and Raph looking to break the mold here.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of poised to do it. Interestingly enough, the normal offense that we were watching earlier that was just so overwhelming and unstoppable has started to look very manageable at this point. You know, a lot of guard damage, however, so you're probably going to see Rafikito getting hit just to try and avoid, the possible guard break. But, oh no, read like a book. Rufus checks that CE. He didn't punish in time!
What? No punish? You left the door open. What are you doing? You know, a great Soulcalibur player named Linkors once told me they always get one, right? No matter what, you always get one. And not only did you force him to whiff the follow-up, you let him get it for free. I don't know what's happening here. This may be a shifting of the guard. Or it may be the same old song. Let's see what happens. How does Raph take advantage?
Yeah, you gotta hope not in terms of the shifting of the guard again, because we are back at that guard gauge. And yeah, we're going for the mix-up potential. He was just too far away. The launch is gonna happen. He gets a curse on this one. Is that gonna catch? Oh my god! What?
And that is what happens when you leave a CE unpunished. You get into these non-traditional CE situations, and Zaz is gonna come out on top 9 times out of 10. Very, very unfortunate sequence, but beautiful to us and the viewers at home. That is going to put a win on the board. He is not dead yet. Rafikito showing signs of life here and trying to wiggle his way into that final. Needs to do it 2 more times, but undefeated here. Excuse me, not undefeated, but it's won a game there with Zaz. It can be done.
It can be done. That's right, yeah, no, I mean, just as it is written, catching the anti-air critical edge. I still can't believe it how high that hit. I'm just in awe, in shock of how high that hit, you know. But, I mean, hey, you know, Rafikito's probably taking that to the bank, being blessed by it, and now he gets another shot at it. This is the stage that he did lose on with Zaslamel on. So, it could be potentially scary with Taki's ability to be able to run away, but okay, yeah, I think he recognized that immediately. He's like, okay, I don't want Taki to be able to run away. That's kind of how I lost last time, because ran away and then I got stuck in bad positions.
Listen, there's nothing scary about a man who does run up grab. Like, you know, they are determined and there is no fear left in the tank. Whatever's happening is gonna happen now. And Rafikito just dominating here in round 1. Listen, Ibonic, the door's been broken. You know, all of the code that we thought was true, it does not exist. Continuing on, 1 curse active.
I just got it. That's my man's right there. He got the curse active. Yes, you're right. But it's smart from Rufus to be able to duck under the high kick, and that's allowed for mounting the offense. And oh my God, he will not stop right there.
No, he won't. You are gonna
right
keep
back
this
at you.
Unblockable. You're gonna hold all of this damage. Yeah, hold up the mirror, baby. You love to snap them anyway, right? How about you look into one? Nice sidestep, stand on top. Okay, and Rufus, maybe he gave that round away for dramatic value. I respect it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make it close, right? But no, for real though, Rufus is
I get
looking
anxious.
real strong in this next round.
Yeah, so you can get back towards the middle of the stage again. I get super anxious when you start playing near the edges. Both these characters have some decent ring out ability. Zaz, one of the scariest, ever. And and runs directly into the heel. That's just crushing on the top of the dome. Not, Rafi with the great adjustment last time he allowed him to run in and throw, but this time he was met with that spinning heel kick right on top. Oh, all right, catching him mid-air and jumps again. If you get anti-air, the best decision in a volatile gameplay style is to jump again, correct? But all of your movement will get stopped by that CE. Slow it down. Let's just take a little break. Snap your fingers. All right, do your step. 2 curses.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with if the thing didn't work, keep doing it. I'm not about that life. I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, man. Some of us are a little more ruthless. Okay, you can play your safe gameplay. We're gonna put the curses out and go for big subs.
Okay, yo, I feel you on that one. He's going to be able to get a bunch of frames on that. Yeah, he tried to go for the unblockable on that situation. If you fully block that attack that Zash just did right there, the curse that he does afterwards is actually unblockable. Oh, but that's going to do it right there. Rufus breakdancing on my man's right there. And moving on 3-1, he put up a good fight, really, honestly. But just wasn't enough versus the Russian Taki Terror.
All right, straight up. Is Rufus going to win the game here in the final? On the spot?
I think so.
All right, cool.
I think he'll be the first to take a game.
This is still high drama. We have both of our predictions here in the grand final. Mine a broadest stroke, if you will, with taking the entire field, 15 players against the one man who sat in the driver's seat for the entirety of the month. As we take a look at Rufus's highlights, this is the 4th time that these two have met in grand finals, so no secret there, a rivalry of sorts. It is a 2-player game, everybody else playing for third, which you can get by signing up at compete at PlayStation.com. Where, for free, you have a chance at some of these prize pots that are not first to second place. Anyway, a CE right there. He did make it exciting, and I'm not going to hold you. Zaslamel is definitely one of the better characters to watch in this game. Always enjoy when he's on screen. Unfortunately,
he's so cool.
You can't win tournament sets through aesthetics. So as he snaps his finger right into elimination, we're just going to celebrate Rufus, congratulate him on his tournament performance thus far, and prepare for this grand final.
Yeah, this is where it all culminates. This is going to be the hardest part for anybody in the tournament, not just Rufus, but Keeve himself, to be honest with you, because, again, I have to hand it to Rufus. Like, look at the body bags that he left throughout the bracket as he went. Rafikito, the only person being able to take a game off him. Sure, Keeve is undefeated, but, I mean, Rufus almost went undefeated as well, right? So they've met each other 4 times throughout these weeks here in August.
Yes.
At this point, this would be the best that we can get, and I'm very happy we've reached this moment.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean, what a way to, put a crown, at the end of this storyline, if you will. If Rufus can just take this one. It's like, yeah, you won everything, right? You did all of the work. Great job, buddy. You made the money. Can't take anything away from you. But this is like the finale, right? This is the championship. You beat me 4 times during the regular season. All right, here's August finals. Let me get this ring, and I'm out of here. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Again, Rufus looking extremely strong. Keeve looking like he's from another planet. And, it's simple. But you too can be the next Keeve. Compete.playstation.com, where you can sign up for free of these weekly events, Soulcalibur 6, or you can catch them directly from your PlayStation home dashboard, all right? Take your time, go do that for us, and we'll be back after this short break with the grand final, Keeve versus Rufus.
so many world-famous players, they started online.
We are good to go for our first match of the stream.
We're here for FIFA 20 action.
Who will be the overall grand final victor? The next PlayStation FIFA superstar.
I think the level of play that we're currently looking at, and it's fantastic. No one leaves today empty-handed.
PlayStation.
We are back with the grand finale of the PS4 Tournament's Open Series for the month of August. We have culminated through 16 competitors to reach our final two, and it is two of the best we know within the EU. It's going to be Keeve versus SP Rufus. You guys are going to check the bracket right here. Oh, excuse me, it's the tail of the tape. I forgot about this. This is their head-to-head matchup spread, right? Keeve has won 7 and lost nothing. Nothing. Completely undefeated.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. I was practicing my nightmare stuff in the background. Don't mind me. I want to see how it feels to wield the power as Keeve, just dominating performance. Again, perfect across the board. It's like he's in a world of his own. But that one loss, right? For Rufus, you know who it came to.
It had to have been the undefeated man himself, in fact.
Who else? Who else? You know, so this is it. The best of the best for the month. This is the match you want to see. This is the grand final it needs to be. This is the definitive. All right, look, I'm the best. You're the only person who's like right here with me. Let's do it one last time and put it to rest. So I don't have too much to say on that. It's pretty direct. I just want to see a 3-2. Hopefully last round if we can get some high dramatic, impact in there. But if not, I still got the field, baby. Let's go, Rufus.
All right, so who do you guys think will win? It looks like it's a tie at 50%, in fact, between Rufus and Keeve. 50% on the France side, 50% on the Russian side. We have nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen, it seems like.
Yeah, we got a 50-50 here in the booth as well. In the back, too, I could tell on production it was probably 50-50 as well. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I just want to... Can we just get to it? I'm so ready.
I mean, hey, it ain't that easy, People gotta connect, they gotta get on it. I mean, I'm sure Keeve is getting some water, like.
I miss tournaments, man. You know what it's like, just like being there on the stage, whether playing, doing commentary, or even in the crowd. It's like, all right, it's about to start, and everything just flows through because at the end of the day, right? The money's good. It's great. But you play, the majority of us, because you want to be the best, right? You want to go out there and test your skill and everything you've learned and the everything you've acquired over time against like-minded people who study these games to squeeze out every bit of detail, abuse the engine however they can, just take these characters and put their own personal flair to it. And all of us share that same common interest, right? It's just a beautiful thing. So grand finals are always important for that reason alone. They will always carry that weight. And Keeve, once you win, the hunger to keep winning is like the true mark of a champion. And we'll see if that's going to continue to be the story of Soulcalibur 6 here online in the EU division.
And we're starting out already with a big guard impact from Keeve to be able to get the back throw that is unique to that particular situation due to the fact that it spins the opponent around. And if you don't know, back throws in this game do a ton of damage.
Yes, they do. Yes,
right there from Rufus.
Yes,
He's able to put on the guard pressure. Yeah, I know that's your favorite move, isn't it?
It is. It's so good because, people are a bit passive after it, and Rufus is able to get 2 or 3 of them in, just putting that guard damage up. And then when he finally makes the read, he usually catches them wide open trying to press a button. It's just not their turn, but 10 seconds on the clock, Ebonic. So much respect now. Soulcalibur rounds aren't the longest, but Takai's that's so unfortunate. Her throw range gonna be a detriment to her overall game plan. And gave Keeve the opening he needed to get to that button first.
Yeah, that was super lucky for Keeve right there. And, with 3 seconds left on the clock, he's coming into this now. He's going to be able to get the grab on this one. Already a huge lead as Rufus is already almost in Guts range. Almost at that yellow life.
And up on top. Yeah, this is just so smart right now. Like, you can see it's very crispy 3 times in a row. Again, just going back to it. Rufus so smart with the placement. Oh, that was a clutch block right there. Oh, again, back to back, just on the tip of the sword. And I'm not sure what the read was. They're a little ambitious that time, but yeah, now in the nighttime skies. Oh, a lethal hit.
Oh, another big hit right there on the launch. Gonna be able to get the grab. Rufus is just currently fighting for their life right now. 2 bars of meter to work with, but lethal hit. You're not gonna get the chance.
Goodness.
And a perfect to round out the first game.
Yo, hey, listen, man. We're all friends here, all right? You don't have to do them like that. I know you want to win, but very
look, it's $400, KP.
there. Yeah, and if you were sending a message, I got it, and I'm not even playing. So I'm sure Rufus got it as well. That is a quick 1-0. Keeve is just he wants to remove any doubt that may reside, whether it's a 0.01% chance of the opposition taking any of Europe's money from him. He wants you to take that thought, all right, delete it from your brain, and then have Zaz snap you out of existence so you don't think about it again, all right? Keeve dominate 1-0, and this may be the quickest week of any broadcast tournament. It's so crazy. 2-0, 3-0 across the board, with the exception of 2 sets where only 1 game was won by the opponent. It's too much to bear. It really is. This is just, people are getting bodied out here. Let's just call it what it is.
Hey, this can either be one of the fastest games within the fighting game community, or it can be, a pretty normal amount of speed. It just depends on, are people getting 2-0'd or are they getting ring out? The ring outs definitely make it real fast, because you can have as much life as you want and you still lose. So, coming into a game number 2 right now, and a much better start for Rufus. Keeve trying to fight his way out. He's going to lay down that guard pressure, and he catches him out of it. That's going to do a ton. One more mix up. Nice block on the mid, but no dice afterwards.
He's gonna dive in, and Rufus is no slouch, don't get me wrong. It's just Keeve looks so good that the rest of the opponents seem to be in an entirely, tier under him gameplay wise. He is a Evo Japan champion. Like, he's definitely won multiple majors, no secret there. And staying on top, there's the burst. Gonna need that terror charge live and active, please.
Yeah, unfortunately doesn't get to use it for the big damage that we've seen before, and nice duck on that throw right there. Yeah, so Nightmare and Siegfried are 2 characters that can actually hit you with a throw that you have to block low. It's a little different, but it's really powerful if it gets used quite a bit.
All right, break attack. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that right now. Well, nothing to do with this great interrupt there from Rufus. Waking up, there's a splat, extra damage here. Side roll, and just the tip. That's beautiful spacing right there. Caught Keeve trying to escape, looking to be out of range to set up a whip punish, but instead there was a single hit and the follow-up from Rufus. Nope, not gonna fall for the bait. It's gonna block there, keep it safe. No reason to take a risk early. Get behind them, you can't block those.
Oh, but he's taking a lot of guard damage for it right now. Already flashing yellow. Keeve's been putting on the offense, but where the guard damage has been coming, Rufus has been getting the actual damage, as he's going to be able to take that 3rd round. He just 3-0'd Keeve, I would like to point out. He just...
Okay, Rufus. You know what happened. He definitely took a shot in between rounds there. Just pet the cat, and, just remember, you have no responsibilities, and he stays calm as the ocean breeze, baby. It's just all love, all mentality, and what a way to bounce back after Keeve dominated. He said, I can do the same thing, right? We saw he didn't go too heavy on the guard breaks. He didn't overextend himself when he was up close, just small, safe buttons. And when he got the big hit, took advantage, execution was on point. The follow-up, Oki was all smart, no matter which way Keeve tried to get up, roll, attack, no matter what. Rufus was there, and he kept the pedal to the metal. All right, yeah, you love to see it. 1-1, back-to-back. There's that 50-50 that the chat talked about. Maybe they're just ahead of their time, and this is the one that, in fact, goes 3-2 with a final round dramatic finish. I would love to see it.
Hey, I mean, we talked about it right before I believe it was right before the break, how even Keeve has to worry about right here, because we've seen these players throughout each of their matches. They have looked so strong throughout all of it, right? And when you fight the same person week after week, you are eventually going to formulate a game plan versus it, right? You're going to get tired of losing to Keeve, and you're going to try to figure out how to beat him. And oh my god, he almost went over the small wall.
Oh yeah, great, excellent air control there from Keeve because he was definitely going for a swim. I don't know how much Nightmare, you know, douses in the water, but Taki does not care. Oh, and the jump over this time, the read on top of the read from Keeve to beat him to the punch. Bow, and that should be enough. Yes.
Yep. Finishing it off right there. First round in this canon story matchup right now. And oh yeah, great interrupts right there. So if Taki does not do the break attack version of that, it's actually non-interruptible, right? You get counter hit. But Keeve recognizing that, hey, you're gonna go for the break attack here, and just like, no, I'm not gonna allow for that. Soul charge.
Side roll to stay on top of things, and Keeve, yeah, the early soul charge. You talked about that at the beginning of the show, using your meter. The majority of the opponents today have actually used it early in the health bars. Like, oh, I got it. Let me use this wonderful tool. And coming up on a meter for Rufus, there it is, activated.
Yeah, using a meter pretty early allows for you to start a lead that, you know, might feel insurmountable for the opponent, to be honest with you. They have to make something crazy happen, right, to be able to catch up to you if you use that meter correctly. Gotta watch out for that break attack as...
Oh, full charge, stand on top.
Oh
my god,
nice
it's gonna
step
come
right there.
And the step behind. Stop it, Rufus. We know that you know how good you are, but please stop it. That was so sick. He set Keeve up throughout the entire sequence right there, just showing him all of the options besides the go-to one for the victory and the sidestep to close things out. You gotta love the adaptation, man.
Yeah, he's doing it for the love of the cat, so, you know, when that's on his back, he knows exactly what to do. He's gonna be able to get the ring out with the launch! Oh my god, and now Rufus is currently up on Keeve. You know, we couldn't see him bleed until now, and now it's looking scary.
Alright, we're just gonna tap the legs just to make sure you don't run too far. Come here, big lift. A lot of damage from any pickup here while this soul charge is activated. Putting pressure on the guard gauge, but Rufus is gonna swing out. I'm not gonna watch you just punish me. No way. No kid do. You follow up. Oh no. Wake up. Oh, Red's just pressing buttons. Let's go. Slide in.
Okay, them with the, yeah, sliding to the DMs right there, trying to get the damage off that. And, you know, it's still really close. Oh, goodness, getting the drill and then immediately kicking her in the face. Okay, we are in final round.
Yeah.
It's still 1-1, but this is the closest matches we've seen so far.
Yeah, my heart rate is definitely skyrocketing. And look at the respect. Both gentlemen, 10 seconds before an attack has even been landed here. All right, jumping over. Right after you. Ooh, was that a punish? I'm not entirely sure. But either way, Rufus is in
Might have
control.
been.
Oh my god.
Oh no, soul charge is gonna come out though. They're both in soul charge right now. And again, lay that guard damage on thick.
Perfect spacing there, catches him out of the air, doesn't get much of a juggle. Great front escape, not trying to get launched. Oh, there's the wall, an opportunity to make up so more damage. Oh my goodness, and he even hit him through the wall. Totally unnecessary, totally disrespectful, totally Keeve. 2 games to 1, what a shift in momentum. I'm not even convinced that he couldn't kill him, honestly. He could have killed him with the combo. I'm not even convinced.
The second I saw that wall hit, I was certain that was a ring out at that point, because that, you know, when you get the wall hit, the opponent resets to like a more standing type state while they're still in hit stun. So that means you get to get the big launch if your character has the ability to do it. So the second that wall hit, it spelled immediately the doom of the opponent. And I think Rufus was maybe trying to avoid it by stepping, but probably picked the wrong option or something like that and just died for it.
Yeah, because there's plenty of specific direction steps you have to do, whether, you know, towards or away from the screen. And if you're not ready, which, again, a lot of these things you can't react to, even though Nightmare is on the slower end of the roster, I don't see people just in real time being able to step or reaction, you know what I'm saying? Maybe duck something. Oh, as he rolls right under, gonna come with a double foot approach for offense. And here we go. This is one of the Taki-friendly ring out stages, and she has ways to, you know, reset you on that wall and break it open, as we saw earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, we definitely saw that against, I believe it was Carlos, 1542, the Amy player we saw on this stage, where Rufus was just understanding, okay, this is how many hits are left on the wall. I know exactly what combo to do right now to get you on the ring out. And right now, he may not even need that, as he is currently picking and choosing every correct option.
Yeah, that
this place.
round seemed like a far cry from the earlier parts of the set. Like, it's just single hits now coming from Rufus. Not going for anything too big, right? Just very, very, dare I say, solid instead of aggressive.
Absolutely, no, I totally agree with you right there, KP. It's way more. He's playing what we like to call small caliber, which is you know, you play to the risk reward very, very well up close and in the opponent's face, and Rufus understands that almost perfectly, I think, right now. Oh, nice duck right there, the flapjack.
And you're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna die. It's over. Yeah, the moment I saw the scoop connect, like it was curtains.
Only 2 hits left on that wall. You gotta remember that. One combo could possibly be a ring out, depending. Okay, throw here.
And the throws are coming in. Yes, it's a very unfortunate situation here. Jumping back. All right, let's see a little bit more aggression now. Are you just gonna let Keeve have its way? Oh, I don't think you have a choice. Scooped up, Terror Charge, everything just active right now.
Yeah, it definitely wants to be able to continue this lead. I mean, he's only 1 game away from winning the entire tournament right now. I think you pull out all the stops right now, and you will be poised for that. Nice,
nice follow-up here. Here's an opportunity.
Back out, though.
Yeah. You know, he's definitely going to pop the meter and try to end it here in the run-up grab. Is it enough? No, just shy. 1 touch. Oh, no, my God. Not like this. Oh, and the side step coming in from Rufus. Fantastic placement. Yeah, yo, people all the time in the Soulcalibur games, when they need that pixel, they go for those quick moves that don't do a lot of damage, but it's enough to get the kill, and they become a little bit more conservative. Rufus took advantage of that. Follow-up lethal hit. He has the wall. Double kicks. Here's another step. Oh, my God, so much damage. Great juggle from Keeve to get out of there, but this is all Rufus all round.
Yeah, regardless of the ring out potential right now, the straight amount of damage might not even require the break attack. Oh, that's gonna hit the wall, meaning it's gonna break. Can he get the ring out off this? No!
Okay, he's still up.
The one throw that's gonna kill him!
Gonna seal it.
2-2.
All right. Yo, come on, man. Don't do this to us. Come on, Rufus, give us a game 5. Give us a game 5.
Oh, man, the ABA is gonna be able to hit right there.
Yeah, opens the round with the soul charge to get aggressive, but right back on you. Rufus playing it short, playing it smart, soul charging up. Let's play equal opportunity. Nice blocks. Oh, we were playing with danger here.
Keeps the plus frames. Oh, I like the pressure that Rufus is putting on. He's just doing little hits right there. He's not committing too hard.
Oh, nice tech.
Off the ring edge. Soul attack to push back. That's gonna hit. Can he get the kill? And oh my God, he tried to RE, but the break attack finishes it off. We're 2-2. This is the closest match, KP.
Yes, let's go. Let's run it. Run it. Give us the high drama. Give us 5 games of 3-round madness. That is what I am talking about. Rufus climbing up from the depths of, dare I say, second place. You know, that's been a curse. It pays well, but it's still been a curse. And he can finally just close the door in the final August match. You know, the monthly tournament is full of people who have all qualified from the weekly, so it's a literal who's who, and to stand on top of that mountain and defeat Keeve, it would be wonderful, but it is 2-2. All right, this is gonna determine it all. Keeve can shut the door. He too could be doing this for dramatic effect, and then, you know, give us one of those swift 3-0s we saw at the end of the last one, you know, with the perfect, but I believe in the field, all right? And if Rufus can continue this Taki onslaught, oh my God, who knows what's gonna happen? Let's get to it.
Hey man, with the way Rufus has been playing, and believing in the field seems real strong right now. The crowd was 50-50 on it. You were for Rufus, I was for Keeve. No one can figure out what goes on as we're here as even as can be in the final match. Already at the ledge though, it's looking real scary just to start, and yeah, Keeve is trying to run away from it, and that's getting him hit so much to the point where he died for it. He didn't want to get wrung out to the point that it just straight killed him.
Hey. Okay, trying to dunk a little bit.
Oh, that was so smart. Yeah, Keeve had been going for the interrupt.
Yeah.
So Keeve had been going for the interrupt almost every time, right? So I think Rufus read that, and that's why he went for the step, because the interrupt that he can do there is specifically a vertical, and you will step verticals.
Oh no!
Flapjack.
All right, just enough time, but this corner, man. This is not where you want to be. Oh, he has enough space. We're going over the fence.
Yep.
Yes, we are. Rufus up 2 rounds straight. Oh my goodness, he is carrying the momentum from that previous game and looking to end this right away. No drama here, just straight dominance. Turning the tables. Right on top, keeping the offense through. Who cares about your soul charge? I have one as well, and we are just going 0 to 100 as quickly as Keeve won all 4 weeks of the previous events.
Yeah, he's going to need to go 0 to 100 right now because he is currently behind 2 of these rounds. Rufus has got the offensive pressure going. He's going to get that terror charge back up. He can't find a time to step as Rufus continues to meet him at every avenue. He's at the wall, gets the counter hit, and this is just looking bleak for Keeve. That's the guard break, and that's going to do it, KP!
There's the dump! Yes, Rufus is your August final champion for Soulcalibur 6. He has broken the mold. We have taken the field, and that man is walking home with $400 and all the shots of vodka you want for tonight. Celebrate. The upset finally comes through just when you thought you've seen it all, right? Par for the course. Rufus versus Keeve finals. You know who wins? No, you don't. And this is why you play to win the game. What a fantastical, inspirational performance here for Rufus. Taki, just I don't have any more words, bro. You got it.
It looked like the Keeve show for so long, especially in the first game. You know, it was like, okay, it's another day at the office. Keeve is starting to do the thing, and, you know, we were all worried about it. But then, inch by inch, little by little, Rufus started to figure it out, right? Like, it wasn't even just also, like, the potential ring outs that we saw. It wasn't even just the robbery. It was straight up the clean offense that was just in his face. He was little by little chipping away at his light bar. Excellent steps right there. You saw even the slow ball on that like step on the vertical, recognizing exactly what Keeve is trying to go for. That is adaptation at its finest from Rufus. Man.
Yeah, that's just really good. I just, you know, this highlight montage is so sick. Here's the wall grab. That was just enough to close the door there. Keeve staying alive himself. Just a run-up throw. He just knew reads on top of reads on top of reads. And it just going through his, here it is. Just the punish right there, and the one going up top, got the impact counter, break attack, everything. Just give me all of the notifications on the screen. Let me know that I am the man. Guard, crush, and the dunk, it didn't need to kill, you know, off stage. It had enough damage. That was a 3-0, and which was crazy. It was reminiscent. The first game that Rufus won in the set was also 3-0. You pointed that out. So he always had it in him. Whether close, far, momentum, clutch, Rufus definitely played on all cylinders, but his opponent, Keeve, no slouch. He's also still going to be taking home a pretty chunk, and overall, the majority of the cash here. So pay attention, baby. Compete.playstation.com. You cannot go wrong. You cannot argue with no charge. Free to enter directly from the comfort of your own home, keeping things alive for sure.
Yeah, so, I mean, hey, if you guys want to be able to compete just like KP talked about, we want to talk about the upcoming shows that you guys can either watch or, you know, maybe you got the ability to participate in. Mortal Kombat's got the September weeklies on lock every week up until the finals. You guys just saw the monthly finals, but that was only for EU. The North American monthly finals are going to be coming up at 2 p.m. Pacific time. After that, you know, we've got even more things than just fighting games, right? We've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare August monthly finals on September 13th, and FIFA 20 August 31st monthly finals. So be able to keep it locked here on this channel and keep it locked on compete.playstation.com.
It's a wonderful thing, man. You can't, like, more caliber? Yes, more caliber. Definitely getting back into the spiel of everything, man, for sure.
Yeah, so that is going to be, that's going to be it for us today for the EU side. However, just like we mentioned a moment ago, the North American August finals is going to be here at this Twitch, at this YouTube. It's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific time, so, you know, come right on back, whatever your time zone is, but we are going to have to get on out of here as we prepare for those North American finals. But thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, KP. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, man. I will see you guys later.
PlayStation